Otherwise, those overnight lows tonight will slip down into the low 60s, more sunshine, and even warmer temperatures for your Wednesday, with upper 80s and low 90s to finish out the week. I'm 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm. I hope you have a great Tuesday.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Oh, here we go. Well, are you all fortunate to be here today? Oh, man.
Yes. People have some very strong opinions on what has happened around here today.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
I don't know what to tell you about all that stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome in one and all here over ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. We're all here, as they say. The gang's all here.
It's Tuesday. Let's do our availability report. DQ.
Available.
You?
I am available. Yes.
I'm out.
Okay. All right. He's doubtful.
Out for the game.
I mean, I'm very questionable, but I'm here. So,
all right.
I got it going on.
We should do this every day. All right. Yeah. What's your availability?
866-285-4005.
Are you out? Are you doubtful? You questionable? Are you good to go?
Probable. And we need to come up with some new words. That'd be fun to do. Is to come up. We've had these same words forever. Let's come up with some new words. Let's move it. Let's move the ball forward here 3 yards.
All right.
Let's get 2nd and 7. Do that.
We're just trying to get 3.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what I did Saturday? Because I knew the postgame show was going to be a bit of a disaster because nobody was going to call because they actually won the game, and that's how postgame shows work. Is you don't call when they win unless it's Texas, and when you lose, everybody calls and wants everybody fired. That's how the postgame works. So I started figuring up Arkansas's football record in my time in radio, 2008.
Okay.
They're minus the year the gap year in 2018. They're 94 and 96.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's
not
the
great.
overall record. That's what it is. So I thought, I don't know if that's interesting to anybody, but it amused me for a couple of seconds. So that's what we got going on there.
I have a point of parliamentary procedure, and DQ, I'm going to need your help on this. I'm being told that 2 weeks from today, October the 1st, begins cuffing season.
Uh-oh.
Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
Everyone wants to date someone for Christmas.
Kinky.
No. No, because that's an extra.
No one wants to be alone on Christmas.
That's an extra $100 a month right there that I don't have.
That's more money that I'm doling out. I don't think so. I'm not buying myself something. So, wow, I did not know what that was. I'm being told that starts 2 weeks from today.
It gives the perfect amount of time to, for someone to come to a family Thanksgiving dinner. And it not be weird.
If you meet somebody on October the 1st, Thanksgiving is 6 weeks away.
Almost
2 months,
7.
basically.
6
it's at the
weeks
end.
away.
It's at the very end this year. So
that's still a no.
Yeah.
For you, maybe.
No, for me, definitely.
For some, maybe not.
I'm assuming you're okay with that. What is if October 1st is the date, is October 8th when they can go to family functions?
No.
No.
It's got to be a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. We'll if you're getting ready for cuffing season, let us know here on the.
When the
program.
first text came in that said it's cuffing season, to which I was like,
From who?
It's not important. However, it's no. This is his situation, and now he's trying to find a way out.
Oh, boy.
So he
it's kind of a
sounds
good
like
time.
Sounds like a fog situation
too, because with birthday and Christmas gifts, if
Right.
you just met someone, you don't really want to give them a gift.
Nope.
But that's
What?
October to Christmas, I feel like is a good time.
By the way, I have an announcement I'd like to make here as we get going on this here on ESPN Arkansas. The Merry Band of Idiots grew by 1 today.
Did.
Uncle Derek, again, me, Uncle Derek, little Fletcher Thomas Lloyd entered the world today just in time for lunch. 5 pounds, 12 ounces, 19 inches long. He's a couple weeks early, but he is here, and he's ready to go watch him beat Auburn on Saturday afternoon. So there you go.
Okay.
So we got one more in the Merry Band
Now,
here.
your brother-in-law
Yes.
texted me because he was looking for advice. And DQ, tell me if this is bad advice. He said, I'm freaking out. Baby's coming today. Now, this is their second, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And everybody's
2 boys.
Everybody's healthy.
Everybody's
correct.
doing fine, yes.
He said, do you have any advice? And I said, yes. Do the same breathing that she's doing. It's going to help you because your heart's going to be racing and all that kind of stuff. Just breathe along with her. But remember, this is about you. You need to make this about you. You need to be thinking the whole time, how do I make this about me?
Right. That's right. Yes. Yes.
And I also told him selfies during delivery are smiled upon. So I don't know if we have any, but I'm looking forward to seeing if that happens.
There you go. Yes. That's right. Yes. So we got another listener here.
Great question from JT.
We're up to 13 now.
Does your sister-in-law approve of him being called an idiot?
I don't know. Well, that's just what we call the people who listen to this. So I mean, that's the way it is.
The idiots of the Merry Band.
I will. A Fort Smith guy has given me an idea here. There will be a donation made to the collective in his name.
Okay.
And we will be moving
Can
forward.
I sign him? I mean, I signed a Felix. Why not a
Oh,
Fletcher?
you want to sign a baby?
Yeah, why
that's
not?
A couple hours old.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man, that'd be great. Welcome to the world.
Right. Yeah. If we could get him to make a noise on the radio, he could be the youngest host in the history of sports radio, and it could never be topped.
That's true.
It's an unbreakable record, like DiMaggio or Ted Williams.
Did you get them a push present?
No,
Why?
because that's what the husband gets. That
Well, you should have been there to help.
I was here
Doing what?
wrangling you in.
Doing what?
There. Yeah,
Yeah, big day around here. We grew by 1.
that's right. That's right. So congratulations there, and there you go.
DQ, he's a 4, but it's cuffing season. Is that like 2 a.m. at Maxine's?
No,
Okay. Do women feel the pressure of cuffing season?
I don't know.
Because I know guys feel the pressure to get out of
I
cuffing
know
season.
people like
Hide.
people
Yeah.
don't want to be alone for Christmas because then it's New Year's
Right.
and then it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, God.
So it's
yeah,
you need a date,
Again,
need a date.
The regular murderer's
Gentlemen.
row of holidays.
Gentlemen, listen. Yeah, murderers row of holiday. Listen to me. It's March 1st to August 1st. That's open season. DQ, questions are flying in on the text line. Derek, will you hug the baby or shake its hand?
Shake its little hand, of course. Got to keep some respect here. Right. So we're now only, let's see, we're now only 3,999 away from catching Ole Miss now. Now that I've started an account in this young man's name to the collective. So there you go. In his, in tribute to his arrival today on this 17th day of September.
Right.
So there you go.
Did you look and see what's happened like historically on the 17th of September?
That's a good. That's a
And
good.
see who
question.
was born on this day, that sort of thing.
Who does he share a birthday with? That's a great question, Zachary.
I do what I can.
Yeah. Let's see here. Vinny from Naughty by Nature has a birthday.
Oh, all right, hip hop, hooray!
Today. Oh, hey. That's right. Yes. Yes. The Zen master himself, Phil Jackson, has a birthday today. TV host Elvira has a birthday today.
Important to me.
Yes, that's right. Let's see here. And the late Hank Sr.,
Okay.
born on this
Well, there
date
we go.
101 years ago. Also, John Ritter had a birthday today when he was around. So, there you go.
All right. Notorious HOG says he will be holding out until February 15th.
Okay.
Had
All
a
right.
kid. You didn't tell me that Glenn Campbell
the
was a Beach
Constitution
Boy.
was signed today.
Was it? Yeah, that's true.
It was finished being worked on and
right.
signed.
Oh, I
up.
had to go to Kinko's and get scanned.
Glenn Campbell was in the Wrecking Crew. He played on those records. He was not a Beach Boy.
No.
You have bad intel.
No, I watched a documentary last night on the Beach Boys. He was talking about the first time he went out on the road with the Beach Boys, that he got his shirt ripped off at a Holiday Inn. Glenn Campbell, now for a very brief period of time, was part of the Beach Boys.
On the road. Right.
One of the touring Beach Boys.
He's better known as the Wrecking with the Wrecking Crew.
I learned all about that. They had members of the Wrecking Crew in that documentary.
Yeah. I love that. Like when Tommy Tedesco died, the guitar player, one of the guitar players for the Wrecking Crew, they showed some. There's a documentary that they did on the Wrecking Crew, and they were showing the news. They're like, well, you may not know his name, but you probably know his work. And then they start playing the theme to Bonanza.
You're like, oh yeah, called it the Wrecking Crew.
No,
because the studio musicians union said they were going to wreck the industry.
That's right,
and they called
it right,
and that's how they got the name.
Yeah, but if you've ever that's Tommy Tedesco. That's one of the
apparently all the Beach Boys music from about 64 forward was the Wrecking Crew.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tracks were laid. Mike Love and the group just came in and sang the harmony.
Yeah. Brian produced it all.
Yeah,
he's a genius. That guy. Musically.
No, that was a contentious point during the documentary I watched.
Well, he is.
No, that's what they said he was. Some of the Beach Boys disagreed.
Shocking.
I know.
Mike Love doesn't think he's a genius. What a surprise.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Did you know that almost 80% of all advertising is spent on digital? This is Dale Daniels, Digital Sales Manager for ESPN Arkansas. And due to the growth in digital advertising, we have the opportunity for the right person to join our team. Digital and radio advertising go hand in hand, and we're looking for someone to help businesses grow with this powerful combination. If you have experience in broadcast and digital marketing or business development, we want to hear from you. Email your resume to sales@hitthatline.com. Pearson Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Fish City Grill in Rogers. Got to tell you about these new chalkboard specials this month. The jalapeno bacon mahi tacos with grilled mahi, sweet chipotle aioli, cheddar jack cheese, pico de gallo, plus black beans and white rice on the side. Listen up, I'm about to sound fancy. The salmon tabbouleh. This Chilean salmon comes on a bed of quinoa and it's topped with fresh dill and tzatziki sauce. Two of the awesome chalkboard specials in the month of September at Fish City Grill in Rogers. Friendly folks, serious seafood.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hey, Coach, what's up?
I'm a worried there, DQ. I met the old owner of my house, and they still had a key to my house. That made me think, how many keys are out there? What should I do?
I know who you need to call. Pop a Lock. They do more than just unlock cars. They can rekey your home or even install new locks, giving you peace of mind that only you have keys to your home.
Thanks, DQ. That sounds great. Call Papa Lock today, 479-444-9900, for the key moments in your life.
That's right, Coach.
Do you, a family member, or friend have diabetes? While the condition is well known, the side effects are not. Wounds don't always heal the same when a person has diabetes. So what do you do? Dr. Doug Friesen has the answers on the Wound Wrap podcast. Wound Wrap is your #1 resource for all things wounds. It's now available on the Hit That Line podcast network. Just search Hit That Line wherever you listen to podcasts and find it on hitthatline.com. Wound Wrap with Dr. Doug Friesen.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the new and pre-owned rides at Rath Mitsubishi. Bring in your old ride and get state sales tax paid when you trade for one of our new or road-ready certified pre-owned cars. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Mitsubishi. Don Tyson and 71B Springdale, rathmitsubishi.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Sign Studio is the source for complete visual marketing, so don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. Sign Studio is your all-encompassing partner for advertising success. Need a logo? We'll design it. Want it printed on pins, cards, banners, or even tablecloth? We'll do it. What are you waiting for? Kickstart your brand with our custom products today. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Whether you're hosting the ultimate tailgate or watch party at home, put out a game-winning spread with Honey Baked, because game day is a Honey Baked day. Get your game day spread ready with their customizable sandwich game day box, packed with a variety of sandwiches, sides, and cookies for everyone to enjoy. Or elevate your game day festivities with their Slider 24-pack game day box, featuring an irresistible selection of sliders, sides, and cookies. Order your Honey Baked game day box today in Fayetteville or Bentonville and online at honeybaked.com.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want a seat in the Good Chair. New feature starting today. Since Lent is only 6 months away, what are you willing to give up for a win over Western Carolina? BW in Hot Springs has texted, Hunter's speech has influenced me to shut off my electricity and water bill and send the money to the players that are really in need. Razorbacks now turn their attention to their SEC opener with Auburn this weekend. Auburn's 2-1 on the year, coming off a electric 45-19 win over New Mexico on Saturday. Game time's 2:30.
Way to go, Hank.
ESPN will have the television. We're on the air at 11 a.m. with Arkansas Game Day. Hog Reaction going to follow that. Matt Jones and I will have all of your analysis. Plus, I'll be out at Twin Peaks for our official ESPN Arkansas watch party. If you went the last time, you got to hear me yell for 2 hours.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Not going to happen this time. We've got a device. Can I bring the bullhorn?
Sure.
Yeah, all right, cool.
It takes C batteries, though, if it dies, so just be prepared for that.
First time I bought them.
Not D cells.
Says Auburn is the 3.5-point favorite. Football Power Index. Says Arkansas has a 41% chance to win the game.
The look of bewilderment on DQ's face was hilarious just then. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. That's good, clean American fun right there.
Bruce says that the Razorbacks should start selling Bibles to raise money for the
go door to door. Okay. DQ, you're up.
Your polls.
Oh, boy.
Bailey in Denver submitted this one.
Okay.
And I just want to know why he thought of this, but without looking it up, can you name all 5 members of the Jackson 5?
Tito, Jermaine, Michael, Jackie, Janet.
No.
Who's the 5th?
I don't know.
Who are the 5?
Armand.
Eddie. You don't know?
Was there a Joe Jr.?
Michael, Jermaine, Tito, Jackie, Marlon?
Marlon.
Marlon.
Yeah.
You
always forget about Marlon.
And then why is there another person in the Jackson 5?
Well, the sixth member.
I mean, you have
Like
to have a
the fifth
replacement
Beatle.
in case Al Jardine can't go out, you got to have Len Campbell in the wings.
Well, Randy.
Oh, yeah, Randy.
Replaced someone.
Yeah, Randy.
And then there was LaToya and
well, one of them fell in
Jen.
love and wanted to quit touring,
Right.
I think, if I remember that movie correctly, with Lawrence Fishburne playing Joe.
Yeah, he's a good Joe.
Yeah, Joe is a repulsive human being, by the way.
That is no reflection on Lawrence Fishburne.
Beat the hell out of those kids. Terrible. This is a terrible dad. Ugh, God.
All right, go on.
90% of people said no. They couldn't.
Shimp.
No, those are the Stooges.
You name all the Stooges.
Our cookbooks still...
Hold on. Marlon was also a Wayans. Yes. Go ahead.
with
Go
Keenan
ahead.
Ivory.
Sorry, we're clearing things up for people.
We got it all.
Go ahead.
Are cookbooks still useful?
Yes.
67% of people said yes.
DQ is anti-cookbook.
32% of people said no.
Aren't you?
I mean, you can just look everything up.
You're anti-cookbook.
Or anti-big book.
You're anti-directions in general.
No, you can just look everything up. You don't have to go searching through a cookbook that may not have the recipe you're looking for.
All right.
Speaking of anti-directions, when did furniture go from like written out steps to like diagrams with
Pictures.
arrows? Make this go here. Make this look like this. Like, how do I do that? When did we get to this point?
Right around the time we had the talk. Go ahead.
Okay.
And when you're eating by yourself at a restaurant, do you get better or worse service? Are you going to answer?
Well, I get worse service.
I get better service.
But I tip very well. Like today, I had a meal by myself, and I gave, I don't know.
$100?
No,
at
it
the
was,
door?
No, I did not. I'm saving that.
Okay.
I'm saving that $100 a month, for other things.
37% of people said they get better service. 20% said they get worse. 43% say it's about the same.
Okay.
And those are your polls. Go touch grass.
I gave like a 40-something% tip today.
Good.
So that's what I did. Yeah. All right. Thank you, DQ.
So how many of you were willing to be like BW and shut off your water and electricity?
I mean, it's weird how, like, as time goes on, like, nothing's really changing here. Like, they have rebooted this collective like 6 times, and it's still the same. Like, it's not getting through. They have a couple problems here. And then I have a question that I'd like to put on the floor or on the table that anyone can be willing to address regarding all this. But they have a couple of issues. One, they have a football coach few people believe in. And 2, they have never been able to frame the $100 a month thing in a way where it makes sense to the average Arkansan. They've never been able to frame it in that. They've never been able to sell it in a way that like, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. They've never been able to do that. And then I would like a question, because another thing in this a Eurocheck thing, which featured and listen, forget any university. You guys need to worry about one of these late night shows stealing your AD as a comedy writer, all right? Because that was amazing. That set he did on whose NIL is this or whatever. Like, you don't have to worry about any of the Texas schools or whoever like stealing your AD to be an AD. I think he's going to be a comedy writer on late night one of these days. Can you imagine his biting take on the election or any of the other news of the day? Writing for Seth Meyers or Jimmy Kimmel. Boy, what a comedic point of view. What a voice we have here.
I listened to it in its entirety last night just to kind of get a general sense. And for a certain group of people, it landed and they got it. For people who just sort of dropped in, heard it, went, this may not be the best look, I can see both sides. I guess what I struggle with is I saw today, like, Tennessee is going to add a 10% talent fee on top of ticket prices. And we costed it out.
Mm-hmm.
If Tennessee, and I forget what the math came to, how much the total came to, but we use an average ticket price of $125 times 7 games. Your average ticket price goes up about $150, which, you bury it over 7 games, it's about $20 a game. You can sort of justify that. I don't know. It's a broken model. It's an unsustainable model because you're going to have to keep going back to these people over and over and over and over again, asking them for $1,200 a year. And that's what it is. It's not $100 a month. It's $1,200 a year. That's what you're giving them. And of course, the 100 sounds better than the 1,200. And over time, over 4 years, you're going to donate nearly $5,000. And I guarantee you, they're going to want more. They're going to hit you up for more, and so on and so forth. We hear a lot about ROI, and the question is, if I'm going to give you $1,200 a year, what do I get in return other than the satisfaction of knowing that you took my money, that the transaction went through? It seems, from an outsider's point of view, I would never give them any money. I graduated from the place. I won't give them a dime. But from an outsider's point of view, it seems disingenuous for a person to go down to the Little Rock Touchdown Club, who has made $8.7 million from this university, has 3 country club memberships, a free car, and all the perks that come with his job, asking people for money. It's a little tough to stomach. These are their problems. These are not our problems. We're the consumer. We shouldn't have to fund your job. You need to manage your money better. You need to beat the bushes, not for your customers. It just doesn't make any sense. People are getting drained going to these things. It's become more expensive than professional sports in some instances. And I'm only speaking from personal experience and the school that I dealt with. When my costs went from $2,000 at the beginning of this century to now over 12 just to get tickets to 6 or 7 football games, it gets a little ridiculous. And it's not going down anytime soon. So I don't know. I'm out on college athletics as far as, my donations go. I'll view it from afar because it's part of the job. But I feel slimy given the money.
Well, here's a few things. Tennessee is good. That's why they're able to pass along this 10% talent tax onto the ticket. If Tennessee wasn't good, people would be upset about this. Tennessee is good. There will be people upset about this, but most people will pay it because Tennessee's good right now.
They'll pay it until it goes south.
That's right. Yeah. And one of the things I saw yesterday was Arkansas playing the victim card. All these other places have found the loopholes, and they found loopholes to just hand out a bunch of money over market value, and they found the loopholes. I have a simple question. Why aren't you looking for loopholes in our law? Like, this university athletic department only thrives in 2 situations, Zach. When there is blind optimism, like with a new coach or a coach that they still believe in, Calipari, or when they get to play the victim, like right now. These are the 2. It doesn't matter about winning. It doesn't matter about this, that. The only 2 times they are at their best is when they get to play the victim and when they have a coach that nobody has seen lose yet, so they still believe in him. That's it.
Let's put this to the ultimate litmus test, DQ. You watch Shark Tank, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My pitch to you is that I want a certain dollar amount, $100 a month from you in perpetuity. There is no return other than you're going to make me happy and my employees happy. You're going to get nothing out of this. What do you think the people on Shark Tank are going to say about this from a business standpoint?
They're not going to invest.
Okay, so the smartest business people in the world say, you know what, this isn't a great business model. It's completely broken. Again, if you go way back to the beginning of this was not meant to be a handout. It was not meant to be teams with a payroll. It meant the players could go out and use their image and likeness to gain income outside of the university. Well, like you said, they gain the loophole. They find the loophole. They create the collectives, and this is where we find ourselves.
But my entire life, they followed the rules and complained about people breaking the rules. And look where it's gotten them. since the league expanded the last time, they're 50 games below 500 in SEC play. Why don't we get somebody that's a little forward-thinking that runs this business through the windshield and not the rearview mirror and get proactive on this? The best response on NIL, and I forget the AD. I was watching him on the SEC network. I mean, Mississippi, Auburn. I confuse all these ADs. I don't know who's who. But they were sitting there talking to the SEC network and saying, look, this system stinks, but it's what we have, and here's how we're going to attack it. That's what you have to do. You have to build a new mousetrap. These are the rules. So you have two options. You can sit there and bitch and complain and get nothing done, or you can say, okay, I don't like this, but this is where we are. And let's figure out a way to play the ball where it lies. And how can we game the system? How can we be the A's of the early 2000s? How can we be the Tampa Bay Rays? We don't have the most money, but how can we parse it out and make it make sense for us economically? Sabermetrics, whatever you call it, Moneyball, whatever it is. How can we figure out a way to invent a new mousetrap? Because they're not going to change this and make it all go away. This is the thing that I find disturbing about Hunter's leadership on this, or lack thereof, is like they're acting like, well, one day this is all going to go back to normal. It's not. This is the way it is, and you have to figure out a new mousetrap. And hitting your people up. We got a text here, like, that's obviously true, that they've never been to these small towns across the state of Arkansas, where people are just trying to, get to the end of the month with enough money left over. They don't have money to send you $1,200 a year to get nothing back in return. I mean, it's not happening here. They have an athletic department budget around, not budget, in revenue. They made around $170 million last year. So what they are doing is they're going to you with their $170 million and saying, hey, we need more. And people are not buying it. They're not buying it. They only have 1,000 members of this collective thing. Remember the Drive for Five we were doing every week? They were talking about that? They've only got 1,000. And until somebody who is forward-thinking on this and says, listen, I don't like this system either, but this is where it is. We got to figure out a way to do something here. Then you're going to be in the same situation, having half the payroll of most of the league.
Okay, second attorney's texting, and he and I were we've talked about this privately, but he's 100% right. You could easily get money from the people, but you have to give something back. You have a 300% markup on literally everything. So you're getting gouged when you go to park. You're getting gouged when you buy one of your placards. You're getting gouged when you go to the stores on campus to go buy stuff. Go see Robert. You get gouged at every step, and then they want more. And I understand their point of view, which is we're desperate. We want to be competitive. We have to work within the rules that we have. How can we go about doing this? And they're throwing every lever they have, but some of it is just not thought out. It's hard for me look, I'm an alum. It's hard for me to sit there and watch the athletic director, a millionaire, tell people in parts of this state, or tell, for me, a single parent with a teenager, look, I don't have a lot of disposable income. Well, it's just $100 a month. Well, $100 a month could be her eating and not eating, my daughter. And I'm sorry, that's an easy choice for me. I don't care if you win or lose. And I'm sure that there are people in the state who are looking at their balance, the checkbooks going, I don't know. But again, second attorney's right. I mean, you've got to give something back. And the idea that you may go win a game isn't what we're looking for. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the silver bullet is. It's going to pacify everybody. I understand their point. But I look at what Tennessee did today. 10%. Look, if you're going to buy season tickets, this is what it's going to cost. Okay, you've got a choice there. And you have a choice to attend or not
they're
attend.
upfront about what they're doing.
That's also true. And look, if you just want to go to a game, you can buy a game on a secondary market. You can find tickets if you just want to go to a game. But if you want the season tickets, at least they're upfront and you understand the rules of engagement. Arkansas keeps moving the goalposts around. Like, what are we giving to the collective foundation? Do you just want me to slip $100 in Hunter's pocket? How do you want me to do this? And it just keeps moving around. It's very, I don't know, it's very ill-conceived. And there are schools that have their stuff together when it comes to this.
Right.
They're not one of them yet. I'm sure that they will figure it out and find a way. And they'll, I know that they were using the University of Houston's method for a while. That didn't work. So now we're recalibrating. We're starting over again. And I know that he when he was speaking to the Little Rock Touchdown Club, he was only using the 10,100 model. It wasn't. My father would tell you, look, if it comes out of your mouth in a meeting, you were thinking it, and you want people to know you were thinking it. Because you wouldn't have been that specific about it. They've obviously had that discussion. That all we need is 10,000 people spending $100 a month. They've had that discussion. They just hadn't verbalized it yet. Well, now you have. Now you know what the target is. This isn't a big secret. You can't backtrack and go, oh, he was just making a point. No, that's what they're aiming for. That's what they want. Question is, are you, a fan, willing to do that with no return whatsoever? You've made this point 100 times. When you go to the foundation and you buy your tickets, at least you know what you're getting. You're getting 2 ducats to every game. You know that.
Or parking or whatever.
Or something.
And based on what you give is based on where you sit.
You might as well take a $100 bill every month and just set it on fire. It's the same thing. And they want to tug at your, they want to make it emotional. The state needs to get behind the Razorbacks. Take a look at your demographics. The demographics, especially here in Northwest Arkansas, a lot of folks aren't from here. They don't have that emotional tug. Now, you go down the central part of the state, southern part of the state, it's a little bit different. But a lot of the folks up here didn't go to school here. Some did. Some didn't. And they don't feel that emotional tug.
There's another argument that it's Matt Jones, the writer, put this in. It's kind of like a chicken and egg thing. Like people want results before they give, but you kind of need money before you get the results. So it's a real odd situation. And even if you get the money, there's no guarantee you're going to get the results.
Let's use a homegrown example. Ty just bought a house.
No?
That's his biggest expense today. Ty is as big a Razorback fan as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, he bleeds for that program. But he's come to a point in his life where, you know what? I want to keep my house. I want to keep the electricity on. I want to eat. These are adult decisions. This is a luxury item. This is not something that you have to have.
Right. Yeah. 866-285-4005 is the phone number. And, here's another thing here. So they got Calipari. Everybody's excited about that. But people aren't exactly beating down the door to give now with that, too. So even if you had a football coach that people believed in, 100% approval rating, I don't think it would make a heck of a lot of a difference anyway. I mean, you'd get a little bounce. I mean, I thought they were going to get this big windfall in donations when they brought in Bobby Petrino to run the offense, and it didn't really materialize in anything. John Calipari being the coach didn't really materialize into much grassroots support. It's kind of interesting. All right, we'll be right back.
Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body, family owned and operated for over 40 years, is your collision repair specialist. Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve iCar Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Courtney Hollingsworth is proud to be one of them. Put your vehicle repairs in the hands of the experts. Call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body today at 479-751-3801. That's 751-3801. And online at CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
To you, a tractor isn't a toy. It's a tool, and you use it all the time. For every application on every job site, or for all the small jobs around your farm. If you're tired of big payments on those tools, it's time to check out a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company. With a new TYM, you can get the reliability you need for every job. If you also need something that's versatile, you have to check out the TYM and all the available attachments. It's perfect for any job. And most importantly, you want something that's affordable. Get a new tractor with the same features and capability for less. A new TYM from Tatum Motor Company is unmatched in affordability. Go ahead, compare prices. You'll see the best value is a new TYM tractor at Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri, and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Our goal is to provide patients with the strongest, most effective, and safest options in this exciting field of regenerative medicine.
Dr. Mitchell Shinecup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
The idea that you can avoid a joint replacement is very exciting.
And that's from a surgeon who's done thousands of joint replacements, but who now believes there's a better way.
Regenerative medicine, as we understand it today, gives lasting pain relief, improved function, without surgery, without drugs.
Under Dr. Shinekup's leadership, QC Kinetics medical professionals treat patients every day with the most advanced protocols in natural biologics. Literally tens of thousands of people all over America.
I've been doing research on regenerative medicine for 2 decades. This is the future of medicine.
Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Is your hair game in overtime? Then head to Fantasy Sports Cuts, the ultimate hair joint for men. We don't just cut hair, we draft the perfect style for your dome. Our scissor-wielding all-stars will turn your mop into a championship look. Want the Hail Mary mohawk or the slam dunk fade? We've got you covered. So hustle down to Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every day is game day for your hair. Walk-ins are welcome, or book online at fantasysportscuts.com or give us a call. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Hi, this is Mike. And at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet arch support system.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. And maybe that's the reason all those remedies you tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely and out of pain means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville and in Rogers, we're on Pauline Parkway 140, across from Chick-fil-A. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Book an appointment for your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Football, finally. And at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater, they've got you covered. Not only do they have 10 screens for the best viewing around, they are giving away pint glasses while supplies last during Arkansas games and Sunday NFL games. Of course, they'll have game time specials for both, but during the Arkansas games, pick up your SEC pint glass with the NFL Sunday ticket. You can get a glass with the All-American Steakhouse logo on. Why go anywhere else at game time? We'll see you at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
Text flying in here. And I had the phones off earlier, so maybe if you're trying to call, you can try again at 866-285-4005. Dave texting, you were spot on. This is a luxury item anymore. I'll spend the $100 on my family or a hobby. If we stink at football, I'll wait for basketball or baseball.
Okay, and I don't want to point the finger at anyone because that's not what I'm doing. But nobody's wrong in all of this. This is an individual decision. Do you want you spend whatever you do on cable and streaming and all of that stuff, and then in order to go to games you have to spend an additional amount of money. I can sit on my couch and have the same experience. I prefer to take the money that I'm not spending on things like that, put it into a savings account, and hang on to it. And that's what I chose to do this year when I gave up my season ticket. It got to a point where it's like this is not giving me what it once did. And again, if you're for it, God bless you, knock yourself out. It's not for me. I don't see the benefit in it.
We're getting a lot of questions about NIL and ideas and stuff. Remember this. Never forget this. Do you know who was instrumental in helping write our crummy NIL law in Arkansas? The University of Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
They made this bet. So now you don't get to cry about other people finding loopholes. Go find your own loopholes.
Now, I mean, you said this earlier, and I don't want to get you in trouble, so I'll say it. You pointed out that there was a situation a couple of weeks ago where an entity offered to do basically a 50-50 with the university, but because and solve all of this.
Or a lot of it, for sure.
That $100 would become 40, something along those lines. And that entity was told no because another entity jumped in and said, well, we've had a longer relationship. You turned down an opportunity to fix the problem to keep your buddies. So some of this comes back to you.
Yes, it's
not you the fan, you the administrator.
Well, it all comes back to them. They've never been able to frame this in a way where it makes sense to average fans, number one. And number two, it's hard for people to look at that. And, optics are what they are. There's a lot. You got around $170 million athletic department revenues, and then you turn down a bunch of other money. There's a lot of people going, well, why are you asking me for help? They offered.
You also just got 2 major corporate sponsors that put tags on your field.
Yeah.
Where's that money? How does that bridge the gap?
Well, that's not going into NIL. That's going into the coffers of the $170 million.
But you've got all of this money coming in, and you still need more?
Yep.
It doesn't. But again, there was an entity. Our friends over at Bet Saracen said, look, we can bridge some of this for you. And to protect another relationship, the university said no. So I'm sorry.
And even if that's not how it went down, that's how everybody thinks it went down, so it might as well be true. Because in 2024, we don't care about the truth. We care about what we observe as being true. And that's how a lot of people observe that situation as being true.
Does anybody think the university's broke?
No.
Okay. Then I find, again, these are millionaires fighting with millionaires and fleecing the general public. It's been going on for years and years and years.
Yep. That's right.
We watched part of a movie today.
Yep.
It just doesn't make any sense. Especially when somebody goes, here's the bag you're looking for. And you're like, no, we'll get it from them.
Right.
I don't like the optics of that.
And again, if true or not true, most people believe it's so, and so that's the way it is. Like most people believe that Bobby Petrino is brought here to replace Sam. True or not true, that's what people believe is true. So you can say it was not your hire or whose hire or whatever, all you want. Everybody knows, believes what they're going to believe. There's no way to change that. You know what I mean? It's not happening.
Here you go. FedEx guy. Would I pay for season tickets for football, baseball, plus the foundation? I'll be damned if I'm going to give more money so kids can live better than I do.
Right.
Yeah, that's
the answer here somewhere is to completely the answer here, like, this is not a political thing. This is another. But several years ago, when Asa was the governor, like he totally reorganized state government and turned it into it was much smaller, leaner, and we started having this surplus all the time. We had more money we knew what to do with. They need to completely change the organization. Foundation, athletic department, change it into something completely different. Get a couple of fiscally responsible bean counters in there, and you'll have this surplus. And you know what you'll do with it? You can hand it out to the players. There you go. They need a major reorganization.
Okay, but the way the rules are written is the money's got to come from outside sources.
Well, step one then is change the rule.
Well, step one is find the loophole.
Yes,
that's.
But they made the rule. They made it. So I mean, they got to figure out another. Okay, we got people slamming their phones here. Right. Matthew in Bentonville is up first here on Ruscin and Zach. Matthew.
Hey guys, I just wanted to kind of make a comparable. The U of A administration kind of sounds like my children. You give them a little bit of money, they spend it all, and then they come back and they want more because they don't know how to manage it. And it just seems eerily similar. And it seemed like Yurachek, he's like a 17-year-old kid asking for more money to go to the movies or something. I get what they're trying to do, but eventually you're going to have to show some results.
Yeah, No.
Yeah. You're right about that. Thank you, Matthew. And they would argue we need the money to get the results. But I mean, but you also have to remember this. Another thing on Hunter Yurchek's resume with people who are holding on to their wallets here. You gave Sam Pittman $6 million after one good year, and since then it's been mediocre at best. And people are like, oh, you gave him a bunch of money, and look what we didn't get results. Why would we give? You know what I mean?
I do, and
that's another thing on people's minds.
I think they're overreacting. Quite honestly, I think they're fearing. It's fear of the unknown. It's what's it going to be like a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. That I feel like they're overreacting a little bit, pounding the desk saying, it's 10,000 people at $100 a month. This thing changes monthly. It changes constantly. Who knows what this is going to look like next summer when they actually have to reveal what they're spending and where they're spending it.
And share the revenue.
Yeah.
Brent in Searcy is next year on Ruscin and Zach. Brent.
Hey, yes, sir, Ruscin and Zach. How are you guys?
Great.
I would just want to say this about what went on. I think yesterday at the Little Rock Touchdown Club, it was an utter failure for Hunter Yurchek.
Yes.
I think once I listened to the Touchdown Club on YouTube last night, you know what he sounded like to me, Derek and Zach?
What's that?
He sounded like to me a man that's wanting to exit stage left.
Well, he might get this. He might get this comedy writing career going after the earlier part of that speech.
Oh, and Hunter, don't show up to a Touchdown Club meeting in a coat like you had on yesterday. The only person I've ever seen wear one like that is NATO.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you went NATO on us.
Fashion choice. Wow. Also, thank you, Brent, for that. All right. The 479 is on the phone here. Yes, we've never had a call from an area code before. Good afternoon.
So hear me out on this idea.
Okay.
I don't think I'm in the minority. I'm never, ever going to donate to NIL. However, if you would start an endowment fund that we could beef up to actually compete with other funds across the nation, and they never can mismanage the fund, sure, I'll donate to that. And eventually, when it gets high enough off the interest of it, you can have excellent teams. Let's get the endowment fund started. A good way, instead of coming out begging for 10,000 this or that or 100 here or there, every time I go to a store, there's always something. Hey, you want to round up for the blind or for the kids, round it up to $1. Sure, I have no problem pitching in 50 cents. Well, 2 million people pitching in a quarter every transaction every day, get that up pretty quick. If you don't feel compelled to, oh my gosh, I can't afford this. And I think a lot of the people are turned off by NIL for the simple fact that we don't get a say in how our money's spent or where it's going. Like, why did we bring in another running quarterback that can't throw and paying him no telling what? Like, it's ridiculous. I'm not with the NIL. I am with a smart endowment fund going forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. The 479. Thank you for that phone call. It's a good one.
I don't know what the rules are on the endowment. I don't think that the NIL money can come from the school's endowment.
What about investing from private equity? Like,
again,
I'll give you this, but I want X% back. The Shark Tank thing.
There's a law school over there. Get number one in your class and have that kid go through everything. Find me a loophole.
Well, that's the thing that that bothered me about it in a lot of ways was like, instead of crying about other people finding loopholes, why don't you go find some loopholes? But it is not consistent with the behavior of that athletic department for most of my life. They would rather complain about people cheating in recruiting or complain about the refs.
But a loophole's not cheating.
Right. But they would rather do that. They would rather complain about the stuff they don't have than go and find a new way to build a new mousetrap.
Dufresne's got it, and he is a felon. He said that we should steal copper.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If you go steal copper from 10,000 households, you're probably there. You're probably there. That might be where you go. That could be the answer right
What's
there.
brass worth?
I don't know. It's brass prices up. What are we looking at? What's cadmium going for these days?
You wait till you get to like the concession line and they start asking you to round up.
Maybe the university should invest in those mines in South Arkansas. What's that stuff they're mining for? A lithium for the batteries.
Yeah.
And then you get a return on that investment. Oh, you'll have more money. You know what to do with. But I think that they really need to consider reorganizing the entire structure. Foundation, athletic department. I don't know if this model works anymore, and they need to figure out a way to make it different. Because I don't know if it works anymore. They need to be looking at that. You know, we reorganized our state government 10 years ago or whatever, and the state has more money than they know what to do with down there. A surplus all the time for Governor Sanders. And
Dad is suggesting we give kidneys.
Okay, all right.
You can get by with one.
They could raise money on the dark web.
I think so.
They could do that.
Yep.
Well, when they're out of town, you can go have your watch party at Cart Path Social in Lowell, right across from Atwoods. They've got TVs there. They've got it's a BYOB environment. Bring your own food, get your people together, and have a lot of fun watching the games at Cart Path Social. Find out more at cartpathsocial.com. Cartpathsocial.com is where you go. We'll be right back.
It's Tuesday, September 17th. I'm Bill Reed. This year, 4029 News Update. A Fayetteville man is behind bars facing a first-degree murder charge in the shooting death of his father. A preliminary report says that Robert Dixon Jr. called police and told them he shot his dad after the two got into an argument. Leaders in Oklahoma are pushing for people to download the Protect Oklahoma app, which the state launched last year. It allows anyone to anonymously report suspicious activity. OG&E crews have returned home after a 5-day deployment to help restore power to more than 15,000 homes in Louisiana. Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue runs tomorrow through Saturday. Although this is the 24th year of the event, it's the 3rd year it will be headquartered in Rogers. From the River Valley to Northwest Arkansas and everywhere in between, make 4029 your home for the best live, local, and late-breaking news.
The Eastern Shawnee Tribe of Oklahoma invites you to join us for the celebration of our annual powwow September 20th through the 22nd. The powwow begins September 20th at 6 p.m. The grand entry begins at 7:30 p.m. Native American dances, excellent singing, and drumming. Join the Eastern Shawnee Native American Cultural Celebration. Everyone welcome. Eastern Shawnee Powwow Grounds, 12615 South 705 Road, Wyandotte, Oklahoma. ESTOO-NSN.gov for details.
Sterling Bank is committed to the Northwest Arkansas community, and as members of this community, their relationships go beyond banking. They're cheering on the same teams, shopping at the same stores, and serving the same causes that help make our community a great place to live. Stop by your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers to discover the Sterling Bank difference with their top-notch customer service and complete menu of products. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
Are you passionate about sports? Do you thrive in a fast-paced environment? ESPN Arkansas is looking for driven, dynamic individuals to join our team as a sports marketing and digital consultant. We're looking for someone with a winning attitude, a love for the game, and a knack for closing the deal. If you've got experience in sales, marketing, digital, or business development, and you're ready to take your career to the next level, we want to hear from you. Email your resume to sales@hitthatline.com. Pearson Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everyone, Braden Webb here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. You may remember me from playing baseball for the Hogs. Now I'm hitting home runs for AAA Business Systems and enhancing the ways companies do business in our area. If you want to partner with the best office technology provider in Northwest Arkansas, call me today at 479-442-4185. Let's win together, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista or Steve Harp in Springdale.
Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always running at their best. From expert maintenance to emergency repairs, replacements, and same-day service, their certified technicians keep you comfortable year-round. Right now, enjoy Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling Seasonal Tune-Up Special for just $69. Call 479-435-5039 today. That's 435-5039. Veterans, active military, and first responders get a 15% discount. Count on Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Casano's Chicago Style Pizza brings you the happiest of happy hours. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 7, with $1 off drafts, well liquor, and wine. Casano's happiest hour from 5 to 6 with $1 short domestics and $2 tall domestics. Don't forget, $15 domestic buckets all day, every day at Casano's, your premier sports bar showing all your favorite teams. The place for the happiest hour, weekdays at 5. It's Casano's Chicago-style pizza.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Think about this. Think about it. All of this. Ultimately, it's just so you can play a video game. Think about it. Okay? That's what it's all about. What? All of this consternation about money.
Oh, yeah.
It all goes back to the fact that we want our video game
Believe
back.
you, Charles O'Bannon.
Blame O'Bannon.
Yeah, it's
always UCLA's fault.
That's right.
It's always
Him
UCLA.
and George Zedek, Ed O'Bannon, Toby Bailey, Cameron Dollar. Hate you guys.
Yeah. We didn't get it back to back because of you.
You.
Thanks a lot.
And you should have lost to Missouri, so screw you, Missouri.
Yeah. Freaking Tyus.
Skeeter.
Tyus.
Rhett. Where are you on that? Basketball
Edney
team
going the distance.
couldn't stop 5'3" Tyus Edney from driving all the way down the floor.
What is rule number one when somebody drives to the basket?
You hear it at every reckless. Stop the ball.
Thank you.
You stop the ball.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't that right? You were.
Did Missouri do that?
No.
Stormin' Norman? No.
Anthony Peeler.
Yeah,
Doug Smith.
Jerks. Look what you did. Look what you did, you little jerk. That's Home Alone 2. 866-285, I think. Or maybe it's Home Alone 1. It's Uncle Frank, either way. You can join us here on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. A lot of people obviously have a lot to say about this. Sean in Valonia. Hunter Yurichek sounded like one of those guys selling you a timeshare yesterday. That's about right. Also, it's rule number one of marketing. You never say something costs $100. You say something costs $99.99.
Yeah.
Or less than $100
actually, if
a
you
month.
really want to do this, you do what Walmart does, $99.97.
Oh, yeah, EDLP.
Right.
Everyday low price.
Oh,
That's
you
right.
betcha.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Let's see here.
Tim in Fayetteville held 2 football, 2 basketball season tickets for years, attended classes there for 6 years. His name's on the sidewalk 3 times. I'm going to use a big word here. He says, I've hemorrhaged money to that university.
Yeah.
They could win the Natty in both sports, but I'm not giving them one more penny. I'm not helping finance mediocrity.
You've done your part.
And piss poor planning.
Tim, you've done your part.
Yes,
That's
Tim.
the deal.
Tim, you have given at the office.
Right, you have. Thank you, Tim, for your efforts there through the years. This is Here's Justin texting in. It's no different than the government. I'll pay taxes if I trust how it's spent. They waste too much. Same with the U of A. And then there's this thing in Georgia today where basically the Georgia legislature has allowed the state schools to just start paying the players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it is. Let me read you this from ESPN. Schools in Georgia have legal cover to immediately begin paying their athletes directly, according to an executive order signed by the state's governor Tuesday morning. Governor Brian Kemp signed an order that prohibits the NCAA or conferences from punishing any university or college in Georgia for offering compensation or compensating an intercollegiate student athlete for the use of such student athletes' NIL. So now, not only can you pay players in Georgia, but like the NCAA, it's illegal for the NCAA to punish Georgia for paying the players. So, again, another loophole has been found while Arkansas is, trying to, rattle a couple of cans together to try and get their 10,000 houses and their 5,000 members of the Edge Collective. So,
interesting.
That's going on today,
right?
Right, exactly. So now with the NCAA's whole deal of punishing for illegal for financial, for paying the players, that's all in Georgia. All that's done. So that's now there's gonna be a lawsuit and it's gonna get hung up in court for who knows how long. But that's what they've done today by executive order signed by the governor.
DQ, that's Blazing Saddles.
That's right. Yeah, 50 years old.
Farva's texting. He went to the U of A too. Took geology twice. Not one more cent. The big story here is that he had to take rocks for jocks twice.
Yeah, that's right.
But he took it the second time, got a D, and got out. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Casey and Ozark sent a text here. I'm gonna amend it slightly for comedic purposes.
That's funny.
Georgia finding loopholes. Hunter Yurachek suggested an all-night dance marathon to raise money for NIL here, or a bake sale, or a cakewalk. When's the last time you went to a good cakewalk? That's always great, right?
This is not a joke.
Yeah.
One of my favorite events of the last 10 years is Prairie Grove with their preseason football scrimmage would have a bake sale auction. Man, I would leave there with hundreds of dollars worth of baked goods.
See? Yeah.
I love a good bake sale.
There you go.
Big fan of the bake sale.
Right.
DQ, would the band be willing to sell their uniforms to help raise money for NIL?
No, they're new.
New uniforms.
All right, fine.
And I think the band alumni bought them for the band, so I don't think they can.
Yeah, that money was
the band
earmarked.
going to get popped by the NCAA and not be able to perform? Is that a violation?
What?
Like alumni buying stuff for the band?
No, the Alumni Association.
That's what I'm asking. The foundation can't spend money on football. I didn't know if the rules applied to the band.
I don't know.
Do they have $100 handshakes in the band?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I got people that have been pushing back on my notion that even with Calipari, the basketball NIL has not been, robust. And what I meant by that, again, is, okay, so you've got a couple of whales that you've been able to secure, but this grassroots support, like the drive for the 5,000 or whatever, they still haven't moved a lot of those packages, even with John Calipari here. That's what that hasn't translated to much in that regard.
Basketball, we're talking about 12 guys. In John Calipari's terms,
8.
9 guys.
Right.
8, 9 guys. Easier to fund. DQ, Arturo wants to know, instead of spending $165 on your Birkenstocks, would you be willing to send that money to the NIL?
No.
Okay. All right. And she just graduated.
Yeah. Right. Here's another thing, too, that he said yesterday that I wanted to talk about here. And the other, also today, Tennessee is putting a 10% tax on their tickets to fund, revenue sharing with the players starting next year, their season tickets for football. And again, they can get away with that because they're good, and the fans will happily separate. So that's one of the issues there. But, when Hunter Yurachek said, in college athletics, we are our own worst enemy, which is kind of similar to what we've been saying about that athletic department for the last 3 weeks, that their biggest rival is themselves.
That is true.
But here's the thing I would disagree with on. This model was never fair and never really worked. Ever. Since 1984, when the oppression of the NCAA for television ended. the way this was never really worked. And they had almost 40 years to figure out something that was equitable, and they never bothered to do it because enough of the people that wear ties and are associate ADs of whatever you want to call it were getting rich, and they didn't care about anybody else. So again, they all kind of made their bed here, and now it's time to go nighty-night here. But to talk about college athletics has been its own worst enemy. We always find the loophole. You should be looking for the loopholes. Number one, and number two, like this system was always corrupt. It was never fair. It never worked. To say that it didn't work starting in 2021 with NIL, I don't believe that's true. The system has been flawed for 40 years.
We got a good look yesterday when he started going off the cuff about the things that they are talking about. He's made this point several times, and he's right that the system we have today was not the system that it was intended to be. And schools did poke and prod and test and try to find those loopholes. Well, once a loophole is exploited, it's like a break in a dam. Water's just going to go pouring through, and everybody's going to follow suit. College athletics, in large part, is copycat. Hey, man, if it works for them, it works for us. So the fact that you didn't immediately jump in on that, that's on you. Whether right, wrong, or indifferent doesn't really make much of a difference. But we started to get here's some things that they've clearly talked about. The 10,000 100 thing. That's clearly something they've had a meeting on. They've done the math on this. That's what they're aiming for. And I guarantee you're going to hear that number again. You don't just let that slip. Was he asking for money? Aggressive. It was a passive-aggressive ask for money. Yeah. It was, if we did this, plant the seed. And anybody who doesn't see that isn't looking at the entire picture, or you've just got your cardinal-colored glasses on. It's a passive-aggressive way of going about. That's like DQ in dating. If I go, I kind of sort of like her. Of course I do. I wouldn't have said it. It's just the way it goes. You let it slip into it. Hunter Yurachek's not stupid. To let that fly in front of a room of about 1,000 people, there was a point to it. Everything he said had a point to it. You can argue, should he have said it? That's up to him.
Well,
but there was a point to this. He is now giving you the game plan. This is what you have to do. Not him. You have to do.
Well, I also think this whole thing was a distraction for how poorly the football team played on Saturday.
It was scheduled months in advance.
But the subject matter.
No, I can tell you this.
Playing 3D chess out there.
Having done that, his thing is planned way in advance.
No, I know he was booked way in advance, but his message was a convenient distraction. Nobody's talking about how poorly they played against UAB.
Well, but I think he called out Basil and was like, "This is what we're going to do." And again, having been on the other side of that, you go, "Okay, cool, whatever."
Let's hear from Forest City Joe again here on Ruscin and Zach. Hi, Joe.
Gentlemen, good evening. Zach, Derek.
Yes, sir.
I listened to Yurachek yesterday. This NIL stuff, here's the bottom line. And Derek, you just said it. He's trying to distract, but here's the bottom line on the NIL thing. He's got to quit fighting. You can't go halfway in. He's got to get all the way in there and do what it takes to get Arkansas the money while we can go out and get some of these big-time players like some of these other schools are doing with their NIL. He may well face it. Yesterday is over with. They're not going back. You're either going to go all the way in, and not just him. You see what happened in Georgia today? I heard you gentlemen talking about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Missouri, you see what happened to them just last year, or year before last? They can pay NIL to guys in their senior year of high school. Other states, what is the political situation in this state, which is a one-party state? Let's just be honest about it. And why somebody can't go on a campaign with the state instead of asking the poor people of Arkansas to give their money. And I admit I gave money to the Razorback Foundation years ago. I'm in my 60s now. I'm a retired guy. But when Coach Broyles was alive, yeah, because I always felt that Coach Broyles, whether you liked him or hate him, was trying to win. And would not accept. You remember Coach Broyles pounding on the table and said, "We're not going to accept mediocrity." Remember that? Mm-hmm. When have you heard that from Yurachek or Jeff Long and all these guys? They're always dancing around with the real problem with Arkansas is that they refuse to go all in. Somebody needs to go to the legislation and have them do something similar to some of these other states that's doing it. They act like they don't care about the university's football program. As if, we'll put it out there, and then now they're asking people to give their money, poor people, for the most part here in Arkansas. Arkansas is not one of the richest states in the country. Matter of fact, it's the third poorest state in the country. But, how many times did Coach Broyles would raise money and stuff, but you never heard Coach Broyles, and he would ask for Razorback Foundation money, even if it was $20. I remember back in the days of Eddie Sutton, my first time I only gave $20. But now, with this situation, getting my $100, in my opinion, is not going to cut it. He's got to put, and the only way you do that is by getting enough money, and sometimes you have to find money and put it up to get in the game, to win games. And then maybe you could come back and ask people who can afford it to send money up there. This product that he's been putting on the football field, why would anybody, any poor person, give him $100?
Yep.
Why, gentlemen? Keep me on the line because I got a few more things here.
I mean, if it's it's product based, I mean, yeah, you're exactly right. There hasn't been the results there that that you would be excited about.
Let me ask you this, and I'm thinking about this in real time. So you tell me if jump in on this. Tell me if I'm way off here. Marketing 101. Who are you targeting for this $100 a month? Would be my question. If you're a check sitting across from me, then who are you targeting? Are we targeting the poorest of the poor? Are you just spraying and praying? Or hear me out on this. There's a building on campus where they keep the names, phone numbers, and latest contact addresses for all the alumni. Go there.
Well, they probably tried that already.
Well, but you can do that quietly. You don't have to look like you're out panhandling. No. You can send.
He looks like. He looks like.
Well, I can tell you that they didn't do it because I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, let's get this straight right off the bat. Hunter Yurchek hates NIL, but he's either gonna get with the program and didn't. And who's going to the legislature and asking them to please help, like some of these other states? Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, signed this today. Missouri has had it for 2 or 3 years now. You want to know why Courtney Crutchfield's at Missouri?
Because he loves Eli Drinkwitz.
No.
That's right.
And Arkansas couldn't pay as much as Missouri. People are not stupid. They're going, for the most part, most people are going to take the money. And until he comes to realize that, and the thing that gets me, he has got to somehow, and I don't know how he can do it, convince some of these big-time boosters to help, please. And I know Tyson helped with basketball and all this, but if you'll notice, even in basketball, Cal was able to bring some of the guys he had committed from Kentucky. But even in basketball right now, Cal is doing the best he can, and he's doing good, getting an A-cup already. But it looks like some of the guys, some of these 5 stars that he after, he's having a hard time getting them on campus right now. It's about NIL, folks. And if I got $50 million and you got 10, and I can give a guy $1 million. Look what Tennessee paid for that quarterback. Everybody's screaming how great that quarterback is. Look what they paid for him. And then when the NCAA tried to come in, Tennessee sued them, and the NCAA backed off.
Yep.
That's why Georgia's got their NIL, and they're making it clear that the NCAA can't do anything about it. Arkansas has got to go all in. I want to ask you gentlemen a question. Do we want to be Vanderbilt?
No.
Do we want to be what Vanderbilt has been throughout my entire lifetime? If we don't go all the way in, that's exactly where we're going to be. We're there now, practice. But that's exactly where we're going to stay. You've had Texas and Oklahoma come into this league. The league, that's why I don't talk about schedule. The league is not going to get easy.
No.
It's going to get harder. And 3-9 will become a way of life if we don't stop jacking around and go all in on this NIL until it's changed. Until it's changed for everybody, you got to go all in and stop complaining about how terrible it is.
Yep.
That's about it, gentlemen. I wanted to really talk some football, but this thing is really getting on my nerves. I want to see Arkansas win.
I
want to
about
see
money.
them win. Go all in, put all your resources in, and win. And who can go to the legislature and get something done there instead of them just ignoring this and acting like there's not a problem, unless the people of the legislature don't care about the UA. That's all I can say. Thank you, gentlemen, very much today.
Thank you, Forest City Joe.
It's 2
Good
days
to hear
in a row.
from you. I know.
I don't know what to do with my
He's
hands.
the legend. This
I know.
is great. This is great.
The FCJ.
Right.
And that's the with a capital T.
The. That's right. Yeah. You know what another thing I like about him? Like on the message boards, like he uses his real name, Forest City Joe. Like,
You know who you're talking to.
He's not hiding behind some keyboard somewhere. You know who it is. You know who it is. All right. 866-285-4005 gets you in here on Ruscin and Zach on this fine Tuesday afternoon. Big savings right now at WT Equipment. They've always got some great deals going on there with New Holland Equipment at WT Equipment. And you don't want to miss out on the big savings on roll belt round balers, tractors, compacts. They've got them all. Work smarter with their big savings at WT Equipment. Check them out, WT Equipment, locations across the state. WT Equipment, your partner in progress.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
We can do it. We might not do it, but we can.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
Did your 6 weeks with your kids this summer fly by? Is your ex on another tropical vacation while you're working 2 jobs to pay your child support? I'm Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions. Arkansas law on custody and child support has changed, and those changes could benefit you. So stop scrolling through her vacation pictures and protect your rights today. Call me at 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
Your Honor, my son deserves this kid.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Thomas Rhett, Veteran Boots Tour 2025. June 5th
Walmart Amp in Northwest Arkansas. International country music superstar Thomas Rhett. Don't miss the tour of the summer with Tucker Wetmore.
I'm gonna wind up missing you.
And the Castellos. On sale Friday at 10 a.m. at amptickets.com. Thomas Rhett's new album, About a Woman, out now.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista or Steve Harp in Springdale.
They're tougher than the storms. They're the new Mahindras from Tatum Motor Company. They know many of you have seen your share of storms this year, and now you face the tough job of cleaning up what those storms left behind. You need the official tractor of tough. A new Mahindra tractor from Tatum Motor Company are built with heavy-duty frames and cast-iron chassis to offer more durability, traction, and stability. They're heavy enough for those big jobs like tree removal. And new Mahindras don't have a diesel particulate filter, so they never have to regen. And don't need the diesel exhaust fluid, so you save money there. Plus, save even bigger with Mahindra deals that are tough to beat, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Mahindra models. Find a new tractor or tractor package tough enough for any task at the best price with a new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Join me this Saturday at Twin Peaks and Rogers for the ESPN Arkansas Watch Party as the Hogs take on Auburn. Kickoff is at 2:30. Twin Peaks is your football headquarters, so bring your tailgate to Twin Peaks where the 29-degree draft beer is flowing. The kitchen is bursting with made-from-scratch fan favorites, and the games are blasting from every angle. Come join us this Saturday at 2:30 for the ESPN Arkansas Hogs Watch Party at Twin Peaks and Rogers, your ultimate sports lodge.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert, Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to see the Good Chair. Had a good conversation with Robert today about a new line of apparel.
Yeah.
It could be coming to the Stadium Shop very, very soon.
Yeah.
And just know.
You're an idea man.
It came from the decrepit brain of me. The Razorbacks turning their attention to their SEC opener with Auburn this weekend. Auburn's 2-1 on the year. They're starting a guy named Hank, who's coming off a 4-touchdown.
Brown.
Hank Brown.
Yeah.
Good fake name. He's coming.
It's short for Henry.
He looks a lot like Cam Newton. He's coming off a 45-19 win over New Mexico on Saturday. Game time's 2:30. ESPN has your television. We're on the air at 11 a.m. with Arkansas Game Day. Hog Reaction follows an hour after the game concludes. That'll be Matt and I. I'll be out at Twin Peaks for our official ESPN Arkansas watch party. Oh, we'll be watching. Bet Saracen says Auburn's a 3.5-point favorite. Football Power Index says Arkansas has a 41% chance to win the game. DQ.
Your polls.
Yes.
When you're eating by yourself at a restaurant, do you get better or worse service? 38% of people said better. 17% of people did say they get worse service. 44% said it's about the same. Are cookbooks still useful? 68% of people said yes. 32% of people said no, they're not useful. And without looking it up, can you name all 5 members of the Jackson 5?
No.
90% of
failed.
people said no. And those are your polls. Go grab grass.
Bobby is texting. He's next door at the dentist, so if we hear screaming, it's just him. All right, good to know.
Cue that sound of me screaming as if you hear this sound.
DQ, run over there and say, who's Bobby? We can do this. I mean, we can take care of this.
Maybe you can take a couple turns on the drill, DQ.
Yeah, or you can do what Joe did. You turn the gas on.
The dentist over there listens to the show.
We're probably on right now.
I don't know, but that's the dentist I go to.
Hey, you know why? Because there's nothing else on. That's why.
Win by default.
That's right. The sweetest victory of all.
That's right.
Forfeit.
Yes, a 2-0 win every day.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Exactly right. Let me go to David first here in Fayetteville. Hi, David.
Hey, how you doing today? I'm thinking if the University of Arkansas administration was actually serious about that football team actually being a winning program, they'd get rid of this Texas A&M game, which essentially is just another road game for Arkansas. And then you get all your elites like Alabama and Georgia. There's years they've got more of a cream puff schedule than Arkansas does. If anybody could justify having a cream puff non-conference schedule, it would be Arkansas. I mean, they just ain't got the talent. They've already got to play 5 road games and only 3 true home games. I mean, they need to get serious about the scheduling of Arkansas if they want to compete. That's my take on it.
Well, I mean, you're right. They would have, if they were a normal football operation, they'd have 7 home games this year. Now, the A&M game, this is a year that A&M's the home team, so that wouldn't. But last year, that would have been a game in Razorback Stadium and not in Jerry World. And moving forward, I think that deal's going to end. They haven't definitively said one way or the other on that, but it just makes too much sense. I mean, think of what think of what A&M's given up. 100,000+ at Kyle Field. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of money that they're leaving on the table. So just think about what their side of it. It's obvious. And Arkansas, if they could ever get something people believe in on the field there, they could put 80-some-odd thousand in that stadium there. I mean, that's a large gathering.
You'd sell out Texas A&M at either place.
If people were, if they were good and people were fired up, oh yeah, of course, sure they would. It's like Texas. I mean, it'd be like that.
It's not, and I think they want to win. I just don't think they know how to build the structure and the vehicle to provide for the football team.
They've never been capable of building a new mousetrap. Everything's been reactive, not proactive in that athletic department for a very long time. The last person that was proactive was Frank by getting into the SEC in 1990. That's a very proactive move. That is looking way down into the future and seeing what's going to happen with television eventually. Now, could he have predicted, billion-dollar deals? Probably not. But when that ruling went down in 84 with the Supreme Court and with television, I think he knew what was coming and knew that the Southwest Conference didn't offer much from a television standpoint nationally, and he put Arkansas. I mean, name a forward-thinking move besides that in the last, however long you want it to be. I mean, Frank Broyles, a forward-thinking, brilliant leader, and brilliant and great fundraiser also when he was the athletic director here. But since then, it's been a lot of reactive and not a lot of proactive in a lot of different decisions that have been made, including on all this NIL stuff. They're reacting to the marketplace. They're not, again, I keep saying this, but they're not figuring out how to build a new mousetrap. They're just like, well, all these other people are doing, what are we supposed to do? Find your own loopholes.
And that's, that may be, you got a good law school over there. Get you a couple good lawyers that understand contract law and go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yes. Pour over the language. Sterling's on the phone
All
here.
right.
Hi, Sterling. Good afternoon.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. And I don't know if he called this show before, but this is the first time I've heard him on this station. For the people who don't know, Forest City Joe, he's the GOAT.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
He is the GOAT. Yep.
And when I heard him on there, I don't know, man, that did something to me. And y'all have arrived. This show is now elite. Beyond match. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm serious. When you got Forest City Joe is now called this show right here, Ruscin and Zach, y'all are nominees for Mount Rushmore of shows.
Wow.
Oh,
Look
man.
at that.
Wow.
What?
Y'all are nominated.
Wow.
Oh, God,
Now
we're going
we
to
gotta get
Susan
the
Lucci
vote.
this thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to get nominated.
It's Dale Earnhardt. We're going to go every year and not win. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
But seriously, it was great. It was great to hear him, and great points as always. My thing about this is that he came off to me, and I'm pretty, I'm not the brightest thing, but he came off to me like he almost like he was blaming the fans for the state of this program, for the state of the football program. And listen, all my life they have excuses for everything. When they first started thinking up this game to play in Dallas, it was going to help in recruiting. You're going to have a game every year in North Texas, and you recruit down there. You're going to be able to tell recruits you're going to play a game there every year. We had to have a presence in Texas because since we left the SEC, that was the question: how are we going to recruit Texas? We had to play that game. Now it's a drag. Now it hurts us in recruit.
Well, 3 years after they got into that deal, A&M joined the league, and it became null and void. You had a player's presence in Texas.
And like you say, Frank was forward thinking. The talk when the talk first got about leaving the Southwest Conference. Well, that's the lifeblood of recruiting. It's the state of Texas. How are we going to recruit Texas? We don't never play a game there. So there's always a reason for everything. The recruiting. How can you recruit to Fayetteville? There's always an excuse, and somehow they'll flip it. One reason is the reason why you can't win, and one reason, and 5 years later, it's the reason why you got to do it so you can win. It's always flipping back and forth. And now NIL, we just don't have enough. And if you had enough money, you still got to pay more. If I'm paying equal money to recruit a kid, why would he come to Arkansas over Alabama if we got equal money? What was our excuse before NIL? Why we wasn't getting the kids? Why we wasn't winning like we wanted to? What was the excuse then? Now it's NIL. Now it's always going to be a reason when you're not winning. And like you said, they ain't trying to come up with nothing. To me, they always look for a way to make an excuse why things is not going how we want it to go. It ain't the fact that you couldn't get Eli. It ain't the fact that you couldn't get Kiffin. Those two programs historically has always been behind us, and Missouri way behind, and now they way in front, and got a good look at making the playoffs. And we can't. We're about to throw a parade for beating Oklahoma State, a team that when I was growing up wasn't a pimp on our butt.
Oh,
and we're about to throw a parade for beating Oklahoma State a couple weeks ago and blew that. I mean, there's always a reason and an excuse. And I got a quick question for y'all about this playoff. We got the 12 team playoff. But what happens if let's just say Arizona, for instance, wins the Big 12, but they got 3 losses or so, and you got the Power 5, the not Power 5 team, the lesser 5 champion in there. There's a scenario where you can have teams that's ranked in the top 12, but not in the playoffs.
Yes.
When they do their ranking.
How's
that going to bother people?
The way that I understand this is that the Power 4 have the first 4 slots, 1 through 4 conference champions. That's 1 through 4. They'll seed them. Then it's based on a bunch of the college football playoff committee will rank the next 8, and it's just best teams the 5, then 6, and so on and so forth. So winning if you're the Mountain West champion, or and I guess I don't think the Mountain West champion can be one of the four. I think it's the Power Four,
Right.
and then the Mountain West champion is gets seated somewhere in there.
But they could get Boise could get a home game, right? If they were like 7,
yeah,
they
could.
They'd get
Sure.
they'd get
Sure
the
they
10,
could.
right? I
Sure
think,
they
or
could.
something like that. Okay, all right.
Assuming they're the top ranked of those other conference. Because it ain't like every conference, it's the top ranked team of those conferences, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The top ranked team of those conferences.
There are loopholes in there aren't necessarily loopholes, but there are some really stupid rules in this. And speaking hypothetically, let's say I don't know, give me somebody. Let's Washington State. Washington State beats Washington. Let's say they go 12-0, and they're the number one ranked team in the country. The best they could do is 5th. I mean, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yep.
But this is like the Sankey rule.
You get a home game on the Palouse, though.
Right. And then, you don't get the bye. You're the number one team in the country, but you can't get the bye. This is Sankey and his goons fixing this thing.
Right.
And speaking of hypotheticals, if you run the Power 4 champion, and let's say you could be ranked 11th per se. So for the sake of argument, you ranked 11th, but you got a top 4 spot in the playoff and getting a bye. That's just I don't know. I mean, I know it's better. I know everybody wanted this and like it not better than how it used to be. But like you said, it's a lot of loopholes and it's going to be some more angst. And the funny thing is, I know it's been said a million times, but Florida State has not won a game since they were whining and crying about not making the playoffs.
I love it. I love it.
Sterling, you're a reasonable man. They are 0-2 since the fan said that he would eat dog poo out of a cup with a spoon. He's got to do this, right? If you're a Florida State fan, you need this guy to do this and just to break the spell.
Yes, he has to.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the only way.
The Cubs blew up the Bartman ball and they won the World Series.
Yep,
come on.
There it is.
Exactly. I'm just saying this, just letting everybody know, 20-8 against the
That a kid.
There he is. There he is. Sterling, thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. All right, 20 minutes till the
from one of my I'll say seedier friends.
Yeah.
He said as far as the collective and all of this goes, he says a Ponzi scheme has better returns. Just FYI.
Get the Wilpons on the phone there. Yeah. There you go. All right, more coming up here on this Ruscin and Zach program. 20 minutes until 4 o'clock.
Your newest bad habit continues next. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You're on the forklift in your warehouse when it breaks down. You call Medley Equipment Company. Talk to Debbie.
Hello.
Debbie tells you they'll get you moving again. Debbie talks to a service tech.
Yep, I can do it.
Tech says when they can be there. That nice Debbie lady calls you back.
Hello.
Saying your forklift will be fixed in a few hours.
Nice.
Pretty fast, right? We're just trying to keep up because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
Football, finally. And at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater, they've got you covered. Not only do they have 10 screens with the best viewing around, they are giving away pint glasses while supplies last during Arkansas games and Sunday NFL games. Of course, they'll have game time specials for both, but during the Arkansas games, pick up your SEC pint glass with the NFL Sunday ticket. You can get a glass with the All-American Steakhouse logo on. Why go anywhere else at game time? We'll see you at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $3 million. Why should you care? Because this $3 million plus prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
I've been playing sports all my life. Little football, basketball, pickleball, cross training, mud events, Spartan races and things like that.
For Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor, staying active means everything. So when nagging knee pain slowed him down, he didn't want drugs or invasive surgery. He found a natural way to get lasting relief. QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies.
We're using my body's natural abilities to get better. And that's huge. In time, that's going to be the way of the future. Using your own body's ability to heal. Now I can play day to day and not have that severe pain.
Now he's back out there doing what he loves, thanks to QC Kinetics.
Life is good. You're not going to slow me down.
Leave the pain behind and get moving. Book your free consultation today with QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Do your dress shoes, casual shoes, boots, and even your sneakers hurt? And are you starting to wonder, isn't there any shoe out there that'll get rid of my foot pain? Maybe you don't need a better shoe. Maybe you need better support in your shoes. That's where the Good Feet store can help.
When I went to the doctor and got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis, he told me that I could only wear sneakers. So there went all my summer collection of shoes and all my dress shoes I couldn't wear. It was just too painful, too much foot pain every day. I wanted to take off my shoes as soon as I got home every day, but as soon as I got my arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have no foot pain whatsoever, and I can wear any dress shoe that I want.
Book an appointment for your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Don't just live with pain. Come see us at the Good Feet store and see how we can help. Across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville, and in Rogers, we're on Pauline Parkway 140. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Book an appointment for your free fitting at goodfeet.com or just stop in. Walk-ins are welcome.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
With over 30 years of experience, 50 Meadows Floors & More can turn your home into a showplace. Whether you're in the market for carpet, tile, hardwood, luxury vinyl planks, or custom showers, 50 Meadows Floors & More can take care of you. Locally owned and operated on Highway 62 West in Farmington, 50 Meadows Floors & More is ready to serve you with an outstanding selection and service that is second to none. Give them a call today at 479-306-8495. Receive 10% off if you mention this ad on ESPN Arkansas. 479-306-8495.
Hi, the folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, out there this evening, we should start to see those clouds clear out and mostly clear skies later on tonight. Lows dropping in the mid-60s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, kind of like today, we warm up a little bit more. Highs in the mid-80s, very humid, partly cloudy skies. And then on Thursday, even hotter. High temperatures in the low 90s by that point with mostly sunny skies. And then low to mid-90s by Friday as that summer heat briefly returns. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We got a problem.
What's that?
My butt print is in the good chair here. Ruscin and Zach has been streamed in 158 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, we were streamed in Little America, Wyoming. You want to stream it too? It's hitthatline.com. Go in Google Play, Alexa, things. Just say, hey, play ESPN. Northwest Arkansas, we'll send DQ over to hook it up for you. Or you can get us on the now running like a Swiss car Hit That Line Now app. Like my butt print is in this thing. Like there's a spot. It's like a little W-shaped butt print.
There's a
and I felt
spot.
Well, I just felt myself slide into the spot.
Well, you're where you need to be then. What's the problem?
I got a big ass. That's fine. That's cool.
Okay, sure. Another, I have not. Sterling reminded me of this, and I was going to bring it up and I forgot, but Sterling reminded me of this. And maybe some may disagree with this, but I perceived at one point yesterday in the speech that Juracek was taking a shot at Missouri, saying that they've never really won anything in a roundabout sort of way.
What did he say exactly?
Well, he mentioned that they never won the division or haven't won the division in a while or something. I don't know.
They won it their first 2 years in the league.
Yes, they did.
More recently than Arkansas did.
So, first of all, this is not a road you want to go down. Arkansas's beat Missouri twice since they joined the league. Twice. And last year, in front of a sparse crowd where you could have fired a cannon and no one would have been injured. Mizzou won 48-14. Missouri won the Cotton Bowl and beat Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not, quote-unquote, winning anything, never celebrate winning a bowl game here ever again. It's exactly the same. You parading around with your Liberty Bowl rings, and then you're going to make fun of Missouri because they've never really won anything. They kick your butt around, and they beat Ohio State. I mean, now, if that doesn't count as winning something, Arkansas can never celebrate a bowl win again. They don't. It's hypocrisy.
Did he really say they haven't won anything?
He didn't say that, but it was innuendo.
Okay.
And maybe it was sarcasm. Maybe it was his sense of humor coming across. But the way I heard it was like, you're going to take a swipe at Missouri? You're 2 and let me do the math here real fast. The math is mathing. 6. You're 2-8 against them since they joined the league. You can't say anything about them.
There are teams,
they're rating your state of high school talent.
There are teams in the league that you can pick fights with. Vanderbilt. It's really the only one that comes to mind right now.
Yeah.
Everybody else has kind of had their way. You don't want to go picking fights with Missouri now.
If winning the Cotton Bowl does not count as some sort of major accomplishment at Missouri, then Arkansas is never allowed to celebrate a bowl win again until it's a playoff win. That's the only thing you can celebrate, because that's what the standard was set there. Not winning the division. They won the division with Pinkel.
They won it twice.
I just didn't.
Here we go.
I think this was after the stand-up comedy set where he may be hired by Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay, we've got some clarification. Your chick said the school up north has never won a natty in anything. That's not true. They won the chess championship last year.
Yeah, they did.
He was stressing that Arkansas has a ton of natties in other sports, and Missouri has no natties in anything.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You're at the touchdown club. No one cares. Football is what matters. Basketball is what matters.
It's not the track club.
Yeah, nobody cares. I think
it's not the discus club.
This is the look over here. Look at all. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, we're sitting here griping about the NIL for the football team, and they're 2-1, whatever. Track's doing fine. They won a bunch of national titles. Nobody cares. Nobody cares when it comes to this. But it's our fallback. Well, they're good in track. Okay. But you're speaking to the Little Rock touchdown club.
Yeah, they want to know about football.
Want to know
they want
about
results.
Football. They don't. This is the whole thing. He doesn't need to do that stuff anymore.
Well, he's got to do that stuff.
Look,
he just there's just.
Can somebody proof what he's going to talk about?
Yeah.
I mean, can somebody
run it by us? We got all the answers. Run it by us.
Just look it over. And say, you know what? Maybe we steer clear of this.
Right.
I mean, the president has people who proof his speeches. If it's good enough for that office, it's good enough for yours.
Somebody sent us a text about the NIL thing that Matt Jones was talking about this earlier today on halftime. And he was like, you want people to pony up? Like, sign a bunch more in-state kids. Like, people will recognize them. And then,
I don't look, you're trying to get the best players possible. And
the best players in this state are not generally going to this school right now. They're going to other places.
Well, yeah, and I think you got to do a better job signing the top end. But signing an Arkansas kid strictly for the sake of signing an Arkansas kid is not, I think, where they want to be. I know Calipari's not doing it. Calipari's, signing the best players he can find nationally or internationally, for that matter. If you want to go get, the top kids in the state, losing, the top left tackle, a position of need to LSU, yeah, that hurts. You shouldn't. That shouldn't happen. But I think, signing, and honestly, most alumni don't know the high school football players. They know the top end, the 4 stars, but 3s, the 2s. I mean, most casual fans don't know who they are. They're good football players, but they're not. They're not going to make me or anyone else, write a check because you're going to get, a 3-star at a Little Rock.
No. Yeah. Well, that was maybe that was just his sense of humor. That bus video. He's got to get out of the comedy business. Honest to God, he's got to stop. He has got to stop. He is the least funny person in the public eye that we have seen in quite some time. Quite some time. But he thinks, he's freaking Don Rickles. I mean, it's just
in an Abbott and Costello sort of situation, he's Abbott. He doesn't need to be trying to be Lou Costello, and that's what he's trying to do.
Which one was that?
Lou would have been first base! No, third base!
Oh, Lou was the fat guy.
We don't say that, but yes.
The pudgy guy.
We don't say that, but yes.
The heavy set man.
We don't say that, but yes.
Well, what the hell do we call it then?
We call him Lou.
Well, he's the in a comedy team you have the straight guy who provides all the lines,
Right.
and then the funny guy.
He's the straight. He needs a partner. He needs somebody out there with him. I don't know who in that athletic department has a sense of humor. I can tell you who doesn't, but I don't know who does. It doesn't.
Speaking from personal experience.
Oh yeah. I understand. You've done this. What? How long's he been in charge? However long.
7 years.
He's done it every year. You're trying to change it up a little bit. To a certain group of people, it landed. The other group, it didn't. I'm in the other group.
Yeah. BE says be more like Teller than Penn.
See, the joke is
that's right.
Teller doesn't speak.
That's it. You got it. Hey, you got powder coating needs. River City Coatings is the company you need to be in business with in Van Buren, Arkansas. Powder coating becomes part of the metal and can withstand chemicals, abrasions, and more. When you need your metals to last, you get powder coating with River City Coatings. Over 25 years of experience, they've got the know-how, and they can handle your job no matter how big or small it is. RiverCityCoatings.com. RiverCityCoatings.com, or call them in Van Buren at 471-7675. River City Coatings.
I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News live, local, late-breaking update. In your commitment coverage, it's National Voter Registration Day. We'll show you the efforts to get people signed up and tell you which counties have finalized their ballots. Meanwhile, in Michigan, former President Trump is holding a live town hall event in Flint with Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders serving as the moderator. Also tonight, there's a rare celestial event happening in the sky. The partial lunar eclipse coincides with both a full moon and supermoon. NASA says the eclipse will peak at 9:44 p.m. Also of interest, the Mid-Autumn Moonfest is happening. Our Valerie Zhang spoke with families celebrating and explains the significance of mooncake. Weather-wise, another cloudy day with peaks of sunshine. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee says we'll warm up even more tomorrow. Find out if any rain is in the forecast as Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue kicks off tomorrow in Rogers. And in sports, we're one day closer to the Hogs' SEC opener Saturday at Auburn, an early showdown that could significantly shape each team's conference slate. I'm Brandon Evans. Tune in tonight.
Are you passionate about sports? Do you thrive in a fast-paced environment? ESPN Arkansas is looking for driven, dynamic individuals to join our team as a sports marketing and digital consultant. We're looking for someone with a winning attitude, a love for the game, and a knack for closing the deal. If you've got experience in sales, marketing, digital, or business development, and you're ready to take your career to the next level, we want to hear from you. Email your resume to sales@hitthatline.com. Pearson Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We're as golf as it gets.
Looking for the perfect jewelry to celebrate life's special moments? Welcome to Swift Jewelry. At Swift's, we specialize in turning your dreams into stunning reality. Whether it's a beautiful custom engagement ring, a unique anniversary gift, or a special piece just for you, our expert jewelers can craft the perfect masterpiece that tells your story. Come visit us in beautiful downtown Fayetteville next to Hugo's Restaurant or at swiftsjewelry.com. Swift's Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956.
Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always running at their best. From expert maintenance to emergency repairs, replacements, and same-day service, their certified technicians keep you comfortable year-round. Right now, enjoy Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling Seasonal Tune-Up Special for just $69. Call 479-435-5039 today. That's 435-5039. Veterans, active military, and first responders get a 15% discount. Count on Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling. Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Hey, it's Derek Ruscin, and you've probably heard about United Roofing and Waterproofing. Experienced owner Joey Viviano and his team provide residential and commercial services, such as roof assessments and reporting. They also offer service, maintenance, and replacements on all types. He does a lot of repairs and yearly checkups to make you feel secure in your home or business. Call Joey at United Roofing and Waterproofing, 479-312-7369. That's 312-7369. Or go online to UnitedRW.com. Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Here we are, everybody. ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005. Okay. Glad to have you along with us here. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Excited?
Here. I'm trying to find something here.
Trying to find.
Just anything.
Anything. DQ, you got anything? We've done a lot of sports the last day and a half.
No.
I'm going to
thank you.
I'm going to propose that here's the I got to turn the page up. Okay. Boy, I'm woefully
ill or un.
I am woefully unprepared for this particular hour, huh? What is going on here? Or any hour, for that matter, right?
Yeah, don't just say it's for the 4 o'clock hour. You're pretty much unprepared for every hour.
I would like to revisit the NIL story at 5. And we can cleanse the palate for an hour.
Okay.
Does anyone have any objection to this?
No.
Okay.
Where'd the gavel go?
Oh, it's over here.
Okay.
I got it.
I moved some stuff around today.
Yeah, we got a new giant debit
oh my
card
gosh!
here.
Yeah, we've got a giant DQ gets the full view of the debit card. I suggested that maybe DQ take this to a local convenience store, but DQ doesn't have a sense of humor about these things and said, "Do you think they're really going to take this? Do you think the people over there are going to be mad?" And I said, "Yeah, that's the point."
Yeah.
I just know that they probably just want to do their job without a lot of people
Think about this.
playing jokes on them.
Think about this. Every job has a mundane quality to it. It's a Tuesday. They're doing the thing. They're at the store, and you walk in with this
Big novelty
this
debit card.
4x4 novelty debit
What's bigger
card
than that?
under your arm.
Be hilarious.
Right.
The people at that particular store,
Uh-huh.
they deal with enough.
I want to see you try
I'd
and
have
tap
to go
the
to
screen with
another
that.
They deal with those nitwits with the scratchers hogging up the line.
I want you to go in there and when they
God
roll
almighty.
through the whole thing, they ring everything up. I want you to try and tap the screen with it.
I told you
Are you a
about-
rewards member? Yes, I am.
I told you last week someone was trying to at that place was trying to cash in lottery tickets that were not even bought in the state. They're no good. You can't do it here.
You know when they put their elbows on the counter that they're going to be there for a while. That's like the first sign.
Everybody settle in.
I feel, and I had a guy do that to me today. I feel like when you put your elbows on the counter, I can let loose an audible sigh.
Hey, they're just trying to get some scratchers so they can get that $1,200 a month to the collective. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
$1,200
You know
a
what?
year.
Look,
$1,200 a year.
and that's another thing. If you win $1, just donate it. You should be able to do that.
Right. You should be able to put some of the scholarship money, lottery money into the collective. That's what you should be able to do.
I just read this a minute ago. There is a $1 million unclaimed lottery ticket here in Springdale.
So when are you going to claim it?
When we get paid on Friday, and that's the big old sayonara. I want to make sure I get paid.
$1 million. $1
million. Yeah, somebody.
You elites in Springdale can't even be bothered to claim $1 million lottery
Hey,
ticket.
there's a lot going on here in Springdale. Lots going on
in the Dale.
Eastdale, baby. Eastdale.
The 6-0.
That's right. 6-0, the 6-1, and the 6-2.
Yeah,
that's us.
Right.
But just quote Shooter from Hoosiers, the person with the ticket needs to identify.
That's right.
See, hey,
coach. Right. Yeah.
So
I like that.
DQB, he's right. When you take the giant debit card over to over there, just make the fake beeping sounds when you try and tap it. Beep. See, it went through.
Yeah, this is approved.
Yeah.
I think we need to put numbers on there though to make it look a little more legit.
No. This is a
Well,
modern
they
one.
usually
it's a
don't
modern
have
one.
numbers on the front.
Yeah,
They're on the back,
the numbers are
yeah.
on the back. Now, I do need you to sign it.
That's right. Yeah, immediately you're supposed to sign that.
We also, and I thought this Lurch was kind enough to bring us not just a debit card from a big bank, but he brought us a lineup card from game 138 of the natural season. We have been begging for a game-used lineup card.
Yeah, why does it have the old logo on it though? I can't understand.
Well, they
that.
probably printed some stuff off last year.
I'm gonna look at
What? You want to look at the lineup card? They got the players that the
old logo.
Yeah, that was from Sunday.
Can't be bothered to put the new logo on the lineup card.
And he fought someone off to get it for us.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, he has the heart of a Razorback.
He was riffing in here earlier today, man. Now that is comedy. What Lurch was doing,
man.
Whatever that was, the Little Rock, that was not comedy.
You can tell that he has had a lot of things pent up
through
a double-A baseball season.
He had a lot to say.
He had a lot to say.
We wish we would have recorded it. We could put out a special podcast only thing. Put that out there. That'd have been good.
DQ Bob and Branson has texted. He says he has a new group of people that he has found to hate: bicyclists, motorcycle guy, and now the group of canoeing enthusiasts. What DQ? Where do you now? You hate
How do
motorcycles.
canoeing people hurt you?
I don't know. I'm
They're
reading
on the
what he
lake.
said.
You're not on the lake.
Maybe he is.
You don't know Bob's whereabouts.
I mean, look, they could be as bad as CrossFit
He said
people.
he wanted to get drunk and play golf, so he's on the golf course.
Well,
Who
maybe-
doesn't?
But yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good Tuesday to me.
Oh, yeah. Here's a text. You'll love this. Here's the text of the 870. The fly represents the rot in Walter White's soul. He knows it's there, but he can't get rid of it. Could it be a little too artsy-fartsy for some? Sure. But it has everything to do with the story.
Sometimes a fly is just a fly. I think Sigmund Freud said that.
I think he's onto this.
You think so?
Yeah. And by the way, I am 2 episodes in now to what's his name? Krantz's new show, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
It's this has promise. This has promise. And he has some similar dilemmas to those of Walter White in this show.
Okay.
Some similar dilemmas. But boy, this is good. I don't know if this show's done yet producing, so I'm not going to recommend it to you.
Okay.
But this is
okay.
This is a good
I'll
one.
keep it on the radar.
This is Your Honor. That's
All right.
see, that's $100 you spend And I feel like that's a quality entertainment return on my investment right there, even though I don't pay for my Netflix account. Anyways.
DQ, Graham says that you need to tell the cashier that it's good that you made the payment on the card last week.
Yeah, you paid it down.
Yeah, you paid it down. It's fine. Here's somebody that says kayakers. Lee J says kayakers are worse than canoers. What's the difference?
I don't know.
Is it a whole different kind of boat?
A kayak is a boat you're stuck in. A canoe you could fall out of or whatever.
DQ Rob says the folks from Springdale too crunchy for a little $1 million winning ticket. Is that accurate? You don't know Springdale.
I lived in Springdale.
You don't know Springdale. I know Springdale.
He knows Springdale. He knows the people.
That's right. I have shirts that say Springdale.
I lived in the 6-4.
Ooh, that's a little too.
I know Springdale.
A little too fancy.
No, you don't.
Pants.
You can't claim every town. You can't claim that you know every town just because you spent time
DQ,
there.
woman of the people.
I lived in Springdale for 2 years.
How many people in your neighborhood did you know?
4.
That's not knowing Springdale.
You don't know Springdale.
No, you don't know Springdale.
Yeah.
You don't know Springdale.
No.
Okay.
Now Fayetteville, you may know.
Zach remembers Springdale when downtown was bad.
Yeah.
Now it's good.
Yeah. God, it's nice down there.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what's going on down there, but I spend a lot of time on Emma Street now. I love it. I guess brunch down there today. It was great.
Yeah, you and Lurch.
Yeah, Lurch and I, we yucked it up a little bit. Had some things to discuss.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
Yep, Clark says his office is in Springdale. I had a kid, 6'4", 6'2", 6'1". That was a fun conversation.
But we of course value every town in Arkansas and every one of you in your town in Arkansas.
Well,
yeah.
DQ Corey B wants to know: do you know Detroit?
Knows the people.
Yeah, you know the people in Detroit. You know Detroit. Do you know what's that island you went to? The UP.
Mackinac.
Do you know the UP? Do you know the people?
I mean,
you did wrestle a bear there.
I've been to the UP 3 times.
I don't know that qualifies you for knowing that, but you did wrestle a bear.
No.
What'd you do with the
better
bear?
help that damn bear then. Isn't that how that goes? Nolan Richardson.
FedEx guy says you can know the people of Springdale if you knew the guy who was taking out the trash. He was just out there taking his trash out, and you decided to verbally assault him. I mean, them's the facts. All facts, no printer.
I have a you hate printers.
Yes.
So what do you care about all this stuff? I have a
I have an ongoing love-hate relationship with our printer.
I love the printer. Printer works, and if it doesn't, you just restart it and it works. Great. Maybe you need a laptop that's not from the first Gulf War and over there, and you'll wouldn't have these issues. Maybe that's
great question from FedEx guy too. Can you have brunch on anything but a Sunday? I say yes.
Yeah, that seems a little
Tuesday
weird.
brunch.
Yeah, what's wrong with Tuesday brunch?
Weekday brunch.
10 a.m. It was his. I mean, he said, "Can you do 10?" I said, "Yes." I went to a place I'd never been before.
Look at that.
And it was good. Really
You
good.
liked it.
Yeah, I got a it's kind of a scramble called the John's Denver.
Yeah. Well, that gives it away.
Well,
I never know where you went.
It was pretty good.
We got. Here's what I have for you this hour. This outfit out of Britain has ranked the most overrated movies of all time.
Oh, okay.
So we can kick this around
All right.
and get into this as we move forward, because some of these entries may shock and appall you at what they call overrated. So we can discuss this.
I'm all
Again,
for
it's a palate cleanse for the 4 o'clock hour. I'm tired of talking about all this money stuff, and when the people get off work at 5, maybe we'll go back into the situation about the NIL thing with Hunter Yurachek. But for this hour, it's like a sorbet. We're going to cleanse the palate for you here on Ruscin and Zach. Is that a apt analogy there? A sorbet?
Well, you're using a lot of big
Does
words.
that cleanse the palate?
I need you to dumb down. These are the idiots of the merry band. I need you to dumb down.
Fancy ice cream.
There it is. Yes.
Okay.
Like Haagen-Dazs.
Which means nothing. It's a word that means nothing.
But it's fancy.
They made it up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they made it up.
Like a little Ben and Jerry's. Fancy.
Those are two guys. Yeah, right.
Yes, they were in
Vermont.
Well, they were also in not Blazing Saddles. City Slickers. Was it Gene and Ira, the ice cream guys? You don't remember them, do you?
No, I can't say that I do.
Really? City Slickers?
I mean, I've seen City Slickers, but
Clearly you haven't.
I have.
All right, whatever.
I know the people. This is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app here. This is Ruscin and Zach. Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group the group that has sold over $1 billion in real estate, the group you can trust to get you results if you're looking to buy or sell. They are, you got to do your homework, and the first place to go is limbirdteam.com. They've helped thousands of families sell their homes, just like Jen, who was moving out of the area and chose the Limber Real Estate Group to sell her home in Springdale. They immediately got to work, listed the property, and the results were impressive. After a couple of showings, the home was under contract within a week and sold in just 1 month. Jen's experience highlights the efficiency and effectiveness of the Limber Real Estate Group when it comes to helping its clients. That's right. Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. You can go to limbirdteam.com right now and click on Home Estimate and find out what your home is worth in seconds from the experts at the Limbird team, the team I would trust if I was selling my home. And don't worry, sometimes life happens, so if needed, Tara will let you out of the contract at any time. All you have to do, again, is go to limbirdteam.com, Limbird, limbirdteam.com, or you can check out the over 950 five-star reviews by Googling Limber Real Estate Group. You can also call them at 855-755-SOLD, 855-755-7653, or in Fort Smith, call them at 802-0022. Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I don't know. Somebody else.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Work now, pay later with sizzling savings at WT Equipment. No money down, no interest, and no payments until 2025 on select New Holland equipment. Choose 0 for 60 or up to 10,000 cash back, plus free net wrap on roll belt round balers. 0 for 72 or up to 10,000 cash back on mid-range tractors, or 0 for 72 plus an additional 2,000 cash back on a new compact. Work smarter with no money down, no interest, and no payments on your choice of the summer's hottest deals at WT Equipment, your partner in progress.
The best mornings
In the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
Blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
My blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Thomas Rhett, Better in Boots Tour 2025.
What's the money?
June 5th, Walmart Amp in Northwest Arkansas. International country music superstar Thomas Rhett. Don't miss the tour of the summer. With Tucker Wetmore.
I'm gonna wind up missing you.
And the Castellos. On sale Friday at 10 a.m. at amptickets.com. Thomas Rhett's new album, About a Woman, out now.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Join me this Saturday at Twin Peaks and Rogers for the ESPN Arkansas Watch Party as the Hogs take on Auburn. Kickoff is at 2:30. Twin Peaks is your football headquarters, so bring your tailgate to Twin Peaks where the 29-degree draft beer is flowing, the kitchen is bursting with made-from-scratch fan favorites, and the games are blasting from every angle. Come join us this Saturday at 2:30 for the ESPN Arkansas Hogs Watch Party at Twin Peaks and Rogers, your ultimate sports lodge.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or Pro Mix?
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, out there this evening, we should start to see those clouds clear out and mostly clear skies later on tonight. Lows dropping in the mid-60s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, kind of like today, we warm up a little bit more. Highs in the mid-80s, very humid, partly cloudy skies. And then on Thursday, even hotter. High temperatures in the low 90s by that point with mostly sunny skies. And then low to mid-90s by Friday as that summer heat briefly returns. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks and you want to seat in the Good Chair. If you ask me nicely, I'll give you his phone number. You can FaceTime him like I did today. Razorback said.
Yeah, that was a major breach of protocol.
It was a visual thing.
The unsolicited FaceTime is a major
He
faux
answered.
pas.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I've known Robert for 30. What year is this? 33 years. I can FaceTime Robert.
Not unannounced, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No.
Yes.
No, you can't do that to anybody.
That's one of the longest relationships I have in Arkansas.
What
Robert
if he was
Mann.
on the toilet or something? Like,
Well,
you
then don't
can't
answer.
Well, but still, you can't do DQ. You have to give a heads up on a FaceTime, don't you?
Oh my! Thank you.
I don't know. It depends.
It was a great idea, and it was
depends who it
visual.
is.
Yes, again, it depends on who it is.
And I always defended you. This betrayal, I can't believe it.
I'm saying for a situation like that, I do think I would have texted.
Nah.
Like a friend, just say, hey, can I FaceTime you really quick?
No, that gives them the opportunity to say no.
Well,
you never give a person an opportunity to say
like
no.
9 times out of 10, they'll FaceTime you first.
Yeah.
No.
Like every time I have to call Ty, he's busy. So
No, he isn't.
He's a busy guy.
He says he's busy.
So
Did you see the park job he did?
That doesn't mean he's not busy. Maybe
you can go to Ruscin and Zach on the X platform and see how poorly
we need to talk about
parked
that.
our car.
And it wasn't just that he was outside the lines. He's 6 feet from the curb.
Yeah, it's a poor effort.
It's one of the worst parking jobs that I've seen. Can we talk about my station beef too?
No, we can't talk about that.
Why?
Because you just got to suck it up.
No,
Buttercup.
I do.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You just have to suck it up.
No, that's my parking spot.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
Your
it
name's
is.
not on it.
No, I've learned in a recent court case that an established pattern of behavior takes precedent over literally everything else.
Nope.
Yes, that is
your
my
name on
parking spot. I'm gonna
get you some Krylon.
Nope, I've already got
and stencil and put it out.
I've already gotten the stencil and the spray paint. I'm going to put my name in that spot. That is my spot.
Okay. Good.
DQ, do the pulse. I'm too upset.
When eating by yourself at a restaurant, do you get better or worse service? 36% said they usually get better. 46% said it's about the same. Are cookbooks still useful? 67% of people said yes. And without looking it up, can you name all 5 members of the Jackson 5? I guess technically there were 6 members, but 91% of people said no, they can't. And those are your polls. Go touch grass.
All right. Thank you, DQ.
All right. So earlier today, I was walking in because I had to take the long way around because somebody took my spot.
Oh, God almighty.
And I noticed that now you guys have given me hell, absolute hell for my inability to park.
Yeah.
Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
So as I'm walking in, and I didn't notice this yesterday. I guess he used it on Saturday.
Yeah, he took it to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's why there's a parking pass on the rearview mirror. Yeah, he took it to the game.
So I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So I'm walking around the back end of the car, and I noticed that it is not just over the line. The wheels are turned sideways, and he is 6 feet from the curb.
Yeah.
I took a photo of it. It's literally one of the worst parking jobs I have ever seen.
Right. Yeah.
And it's my first thing is I'm like cataloging. I'm like, well, who would have been in the car? I'm like, Ty. Who else would have?
He did it. Yeah.
Now,
I mentioned it to DQ yesterday when we left. I'm like, how about this parking job?
it
It's pretty
sucked.
bad, right?
It absolutely sucked.
Yeah, but it was Ty. Yeah.
It was absolutely Ty. That's embarrassing.
He claims someone has driven the car since then. That is not true. That is not true. That car has not moved since Saturday night when he brought it here for the postgame show.
You saw it Saturday night.
I did. That's right.
No.
I didn't notice it then because I was trying to figure out where the skunk smell was coming from in this part of town because it definitely reeked of a skunk.
I will get with neighbors and get with the, he's big on lists, the top 5 worst parking jobs ever, and then show him this one. I'm absolutely certain this is one of the worst parking jobs.
I would also like to nominate the person who parked in at Sam's that one holiday season who parked in one of the cart corrals.
Oh,
put their compact in there. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, come on.
Okay, that's the worst park job ever.
That's pretty bad.
Now,
this is not good either.
Let's get to the fact that he had to take the station vehicle on campus with a parking pass.
Right.
So he wasn't trying to get like media parking. He was just he was joyriding in the
he was showing off the company rig. Yeah.
It's a grocery getter. There's nothing to show off.
Hey, ladies.
Yeah, look at me in the ESPN 99.5 van.
Check out this radio. It's a touch screen.
Is that what he was doing?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's got pleather in it and all that, but
it's a good vehicle.
Oh, absolutely. It is.
Solid vehicle.
But it's
got us to Mountain Home and back in one piece.
He couldn't take his own car over there?
No. I got here and his car was here. And it was the only car here. And I'm like, oh, Ty's here already. And then I was like, wait a minute. But then I was like, well, the station car's gone.
He
took the station car.
Was his car parked correctly?
As far as I remember, it was. I don't
you didn't.
remember.
I mean, nothing jumped out like it was 6 feet from the curb.
Right. It did not stand out to me as being.
He would have been better off just parking it in the middle of the parking lot. Just blocking everything. He did the exact same things. I mean, its ass is sticking out. It's going to get tagged.
Park across the spaces. Take 3.
Exactly. Ty, you need to drive back up here and fix it. I'm not doing it.
Oh man. Hacker says the skunk smell is weed.
DQ. You are our drug expert.
It might be.
Okay, there you go. It's possible. It was a Saturday night in Springdale.
It was. That's true. That I didn't consider that.
Okay.
It reeked. Holy moly. Bad. Chris in Springdale's on the phone here. Hi, Chris. Good afternoon.
Okay, guys, a few weeks ago, y'all were talking about what to do with your deep freeze went out. What do you do with that?
Oh,
right?
yeah. I remember that guy. Yeah.
So this happened to me, unfortunately, twice. And both times, I call Turpentine Creek in Eureka Springs. Well, that's where the big cats are.
Yes, right.
You know, yeah, they are all about it. So if it's like a little bit, you call them and tell them, hey, I've got 50 pounds of meat. It's totally defrosted or it's still frozen, whatever. You tell them what stage it is, and they'll prepare when you show up. They'll unload it for you, and they give you a receipt for a tax write-off.
Okay, there.
All right.
There.
Yeah. So there, it don't matter if it's chicken, beef, fish, whatever it is. If it's a protein, they'll take it.
Yeah, the cat's got to eat. Okay.
So there you go.
That's a good piece of information, Chris. Thank you for
Well
that.
done.
That's very good.
I didn't know that.
If the now that guy was in either Greenwood or Fort Smith, I forget which one he was in. But yeah, his deep freeze went kaput, and he didn't know what to do, and it stunk, and he was at one point I think he was overcome with the smell of the rotting meat in there.
Okay.
But you can take it there, I guess, depending on what stage it's in. I guess that's pretty good.
Okay,
pretty good. Fort Smith guy says baby skunks are separating from their mothers and establishing new territories in the fall.
Okay, DQ, we've
Fantastic.
got baby skunks separating territories or establishing territories or weed. Where are we going? Can we put that on the poll?
What was the smell Saturday night at approximately 10 p.m.?
This might be our first 100% poll. DQ, let's put that one up tomorrow.
I smelled it inside.
Oh yeah, it's definitely weed.
Then no, it's a skunk.
I'm going weed.
It was pungent.
It's
tell
a
you.
skunk then.
I thought it was too. I thought the building had been sprayed or something, or God forbid my car had been sprayed. I was like, oh no,
I've had that. I had that happen.
It's not great.
No, it's
Not great.
Yep.
Why do skunks exist? Like in the pecking order, like what do they eat that makes the ecosystem go?
to harass that cat in the Looney Tunes.
Oh, Pepe
Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. There's a guy that should have been taken.
That was
away
one
in
of the
cuffs.
worst characters on Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah,
I hated that guy. It was just stupid.
He should have been taken away in cuffs.
For real, yeah. Exactly right.
Okay. So here's a texter. We're getting a lot of skunk information. Skunk teen angst is actually terrifying. DQ, do skunks have teen angst?
Yeah.
Don't skunks just have a lot of angst?
I don't know. Is it contagious?
People hate
Here we are
them.
now. Imitate us.
But
That's
But what do they
smells
do?
like Teen Spirit.
What do they do?
Skunks?
Like, okay, the snakes eat the mice.
Yes.
That I understand.
Okay.
But what do the skunks do for the greater? It seems like they're the most selfish of the animals. They're just out to protect themselves.
No. I don't.
Get near me, I'm spraying you. I mean, what do they do? What do they provide for the food chain?
They eat a bunch of stuff too,
Oh, they do.
and they dig for their food. So they.
They're mousers.
lawns.
They eat small rodents, insects, grubs, and the eggs and young of ground nesting birds. They also eat berries, nuts, and some plants.
Oh, so they're omnivores.
Yes, they are omnivores. Good
Yeah,
word.
Thank you. They eat plants and animals. Okay.
It's
skunks are
basically
so cute.
insect control. Oh yeah, they're great.
Oh, they're
I
pest
think
control.
they're so adorable.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pest control.
Yeah.
All right, go. I'm pro skunk.
Yeah.
Chris says they eat ticks. Okay.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Like I know I leave the dragonflies alone now because they eat mosquitoes.
Yes,
leave them alone.
We love a good dragonfly.
Yeah. Leave the bees alone too, because without bees, like there's nothing.
Well, Einstein,
none of this exists.
Einstein said when the bees go away that we're going away.
We go away.
Yep.
That's it.
Maybe not the same day, but soon.
Sleepy night. All right. We'll be back here in a moment on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. A reminder about Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. They can get you on track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They're with Vici Aesthetics and Wellness, VICI, Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Mention Ruscin and Zach and get 10% off your first package. They've got packages for weight loss or weight loss with hormone optimization. Call or text them 479-343-8424. 343-8424 for Vici Aesthetics and Wellness in Springdale.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I am a huge control freak.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Want to let your voice be heard?
Y'all get me going to work every morning, so I appreciate what you guys do.
Send us a voicemail on the Hit That Line app and speak your truth.
Cheering for the other SEC schools is like cheering for the devil because he's in the Bible.
I mean, I would need a six-pack and a catheter.
Leave us a message for ESPN Arkansas after every Razorback game with our Hit That Line Now app.
You guys are the best. I totally disagree.
Man, hey, them hoes can't do no wrong, fella.
ESPN Arkansas, more than just sports radio.
Phones aren't wired to the wall anymore. We carry them in our pockets. Cars can even drive themselves, right? Technology advances have changed our lives.
That's football legend Emmitt Smith.
Some of the most fascinating advances are happening with the medical professionals at QC Kinetics. I'm talking about natural regenerative treatments for joint pain without surgery or harmful drugs.
Tens of thousands of patients have discovered these breakthroughs firsthand at QC Kinetics. With over 100 board-certified providers across the country, they're transforming the world of pain treatment using your body's own healing properties to help restore your aching joints.
Why would you keep going back to the old tired ways of treating chronic joint pain? Check out the latest advances at QC Kinetics. And here's an idea for you. You can call them on that smartphone right there in your pocket.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
This month, your lucky number is 7. Strike it rich with the all-new Triple Red 7 Scratch-Off game from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Scratch off 1 7 to win instantly, 2 to double your prize, and 3 to triple your money. You could win the $200,000 top prize, or any part of more than $9 million in total prizes. Play Triple Red 7s, available now at lottery retailers. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Your Mach 1 market moment.
They're going down. I mean, we're having consistent changes, and it's all kind of negative changes.
What was it, 4 months ago? You could go buy a 5% CD pretty easy on the open market. Now we're at, I looked today, it was like 4.3.
Right, which is pretty tremendous. So that's forward-looking markets when the rates really haven't fallen that much, but that's kind of what happens.
Well, what got us in this situation was rates were at zero, essentially zero. They were at zero, the Fed funds rate, and then they increased them by 500%.
Right.
Very short
in a year.
And the market was looking out, it's like, okay, we don't think rates are going to be this high 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So that part of the curve did not increase, right? Rates were not going up at the 10 and 20-year terms.
Basically calling the bluff.
Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC is a registered investment advisor located in Rogers, Arkansas. For full disclosures, please see advisorinfo.sec.gov or mach1financial.com/disclosures. Football, finally. And at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater, they've got you covered. Not only do they have 10 screens for the best viewing around, they're giving away pint glasses while supplies last during Arkansas games and Sunday NFL games. Of course, they'll have game time specials for both, but during the Arkansas games, pick up your SEC pint glass with the NFL Sunday ticket. You can get a glass with the All-American Steakhouse logo on. Why go anywhere else at game time? We'll see you at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale. Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com. You'll be the most valuable player at your tailgate when you cook with Upper Choice and Prime Meat from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Score big with Richard's Tailgate and Smoker Bundles and ready-to-cook chicken wings, shop-made sausages, gourmet burgers, jalapeno poppers, and loaded bratwursts. No other meat market is in the same league when it comes to the selection, quality, and value you get from Richard's. Call ahead to place your order at 479-443-0000. Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive.
ESPN 99.5. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Ugh.
Someone sent us a picture of the worst parking job. This is at the maybe a neighborhood market.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's the one on Weddington.
Yeah, that's not good.
And they just parked beyond that red line by the front door. They didn't even park in the space.
That's awful.
Like you're not even on the fire lane. You're well done. Well done. All right. 22 minutes until 5 here on Ruskin and Zach. Your drive home is indeed powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-Sparky.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I hope they get hit by a bus.
Okay.
Do not do that.
Woo pig.
That's a little out of order.
Look,
I misread it.
Rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
There you go. This text says skunks are like the trash man of the forest. They eat all the stuff that no one else wants. Okay, all right. I didn't know. I wasn't trying to attack the skunks. I just came from a place of ignorance.
We were probably going to get a text from Big Skunk.
My fancy pants education, they never taught us what the skunk was for in all of those classes.
I am told that every animal has some sort of role in the ecosystem.
Yes, circle of life.
There are even us.
Yeah,
we're here to destroy it, but
right.
all the animals are out there, fighting to save the planet.
That's right.
That's what I'm told.
Right.
It's
all there.
Even the ants.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the ants.
Here's a text out of the
Uncles.
479. My mom had a skunk as a pet in the late 60s. 60s were a weird time. That was a very,
time
very,
ago.
very weird time.
All right, let's see here. I want to get to this list here.
All right, yeah, I want to hear about these overrated movies. I'm tired of talking about sports.
Okay, so the what is this called here? This the Independent in Britain,
known for their independence.
That's right.
The British.
Yeah, the Independent.
They love when you're independent.
They put out a list of the 25 most overrated movies of all time.
Okay,
where do you want me to begin? You want me to go rainwater and start at 25, or do you want me to go? Move this along a little faster.
Whatever you want to do.
Do the 10 to 1.
10 to 1. All right.
All right. These are the most overrated movies according to the British.
Yes,
All
that's right.
Fire
Yes,
away.
Yes. Number 10 from 1984, Once Upon a Time in America. Never seen it. Don't know much about it.
Didn't Tarantino remake that?
Well, he did it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, about the Sharon Tate and all that
Boy,
stuff.
that was
the ending of that is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, I know it's been a couple years. It's worth a watch. I like that.
Number 9, Miracle on 34th Street, the original with Natalie Wood.
Way overrated.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Way overrated.
I like that one.
It's a fine film, but if you go through the hype process, I didn't see it like in its original run. Yes,
Well, no,
it is way overrated.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
All right, go ahead.
Number 8, Emily. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
2001. Number 7, The Breakfast Club.
Overrated?
We've all seen that. Yeah, The Breakfast Club.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, you don't like that?
That was a generational movie.
Okay.
If you weren't like between the age of 10 and 20, it didn't speak
clearly
to you.
someone that was 22 put this list
Exactly,
together. Okay. Number 6, Friday the 13th.
I'll go with that.
Overrated?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, Grease.
I would go with
Travolta,
that.
Olivia Newton-John.
I agree.
It's fun. It's not one of the greatest. I see Grease to me is properly rated. Like, no one ever says it's great. They're just like, it's pretty good.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not. No, I agree. Overrated.
You got the DJ on there trying to hit on the high school girls. I mean, it's art imitating life.
The only thing that I ever got out of Grease was Rizzo's Got a Bun in the Oven. I've used
No,
that.
that's right.
I've used
Boy,
that
news travels fast.
I've used that numerous times.
Right.
All right.
Number 4, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This was one of these big Oscar movies from 2019.
I feel like that one isn't old enough to be over or underrated.
Okay.
Not enough time has passed.
I thought it was a good movie.
Personally, she thought it was a good movie.
Personally, I I thought it was good.
Okay,
All right.
we've reached the controversial top 3. Are you
All
ready
right,
for
let's
this?
fire away.
Number 3.
Yep.
Up.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like it that much.
The reasoning is the rest of the movie does not live up to the first 20 minutes.
That is correct.
Which may be the best first 20 minutes of any animated movie that's ever been made.
Yeah,
it is.
Yep. Okay.
That is a journey, man. You will laugh. You will cry. You will do it all in those first 20 minutes. And they're in that hospital bed. Oh, my God. And the handprint on the mailbox. Oh, come on.
And they just left you. They just leave you there.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Like,
in
if that was the movie, that's all I
Yep.
need. Like, really. I mean,
if you're in the fetal, you're left in the fetal position, crying, sobbing, and the movie just leaves you.
Yeah.
And then it's boring.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
I don't find the novelty in the dog.
Okay.
In Doug.
Well, you're anti-dog anyway.
Well, no.
That was from The Hangover.
I don't think my wife has seen Up. I'm like, oh, you better get ready. you better hang on to
That's
something.
an emotional journey. That first 20 minutes.
You better get the tissue ready for that.
All right, number 2.
The Shawshank Redemption.
No. It's one of the great movies ever.
Let me see what they say about it here. Hold on.
I
want to read their rationale on this.
Okay, yeah, please.
Prison Set Stephen King adaptation is a perfectly good film. It has good performances and a strong, moving story. But is it really the best film ever made? Of course not. And yet, Shawshank has long set atop the ranking of IMDb's greatest movies list, an honor that radically outstrips its qualities as a film. So it's on the IMDb list. Well, that doesn't mean that everybody thinks it's the best movie of all time. Everybody knows the best movie of all time is The Godfather. Like, what are we even doing
Godfather
here?
is outstanding.
Or Casablanca or Citizen Kane or something like that. I mean, like, come on.
DQ hated Citizen Kane.
Oh,
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No.
Who do I know that saw it that hated it? No.
I mean, it's excellent.
AFI has Shawshanks in the top 100.
Okay.
And I would like to point out the American Film Institute.
Hell
America.
yeah. Right.
Not this.
You don't love it, leave it, baby.
Not this British thing.
Get the bleep out.
Yeah, Shawshanks. Shawshank's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Right. And the number one overrated movie, according to this British outfit, is Joker, the original. Todd Phillips, what's his name?
Now, wait a minute.
Joaquin Phoenix.
In order for a movie to
I
be
feel like that one
overrated,
is rated fine.
in order for a movie to be overrated, people would have to say it was great. It was fine.
Yeah.
Give me some of the other highlights from like 10 through 25.
Yeah. Well, let me read a little bit about what they say about Joker
Please.
here. I don't understand how this can be construed as a good or enjoyable film. Phoenix's Oscar-winning performance as delusional misfit Arthur Fleck is an exercise in gaudy overacting, and his character is situated in a story that's neither interesting nor remotely fun. And yet, people loved it and paid to see it in their droves. I guess the joke's on me. That's what the writer of the little
I would like to
review
point out that we fought a war so that we didn't have to listen to these people anymore. Can you give me some of the other highlights from like 10 through 25?
Okay,
Just a
let me
couple
see
in
what
there. Overrated movies.
Okay. Gladiator 15.
I agree with that. Gladiator was fine. I know people who love it, but I could take it or leave it.
Good Will Hunting 17.
I disagree.
That's a great movie.
I will fight you over Good Will
That's
Hunting.
a great movie.
That's not a good.
You know, to quote Robin Williams when that guy made fun of his dead wife, I will end you.
This is a Good Will Hunting.
That's come on.
That's not a
Perfect.
That's not a great movie. That's a great movie.
I love it. I love it. You got Robin Williams, Affleck, and Damon.
Yep.
Young and hungry for fame and all that stuff.
Fantastic.
Right. Let's see here. What else do I like on
Here's
this?
somebody who likes Goodfellas better than The Godfather. I will fight you as you have requested. Goodfellas, great movie. I love
Okay,
Scorsese.
one day we need to rank all these mob movies.
It's
like
very
The
simple.
Town, Donnie Brasco.
Okay, The
all
Town's
good-
not a mob movie. Town's a bank robbery movie.
Okay, well,
Donnie
whatever.
Brasco's a good one, but it's Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Goodfellas, and then you can
Casino's got to be in there somewhere.
from after those three, you can have whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. Those are the three.
You say Goodfellas. Henry
love-
Hill.
I'm a huge Scorsese fan, so yes, I naturally, and Casino would probably be 4 for me. Brasco would be 5. Great movies. But The Godfather's 1. It is a perfect movie. Not one frame should ever be touched. It is perfect.
Yeah. Elf number 20. I like
Elf is overrated.
Oh, I like
Elf is overrated.
It's properly rated.
It's
watched, fine.
I've watched Elf in the last 5 years, and I know people who love Elf.
Jimmy Caan.
It's fine.
Zoe Deschanel.
They lost me when he was eating the spaghetti with the syrup.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, come on.
That was real, though.
I wanted.
He really did that.
I
That's
wanted
funny.
to throw up.
That was very funny. He probably did throw up. It's
That
not on a
was-
football.
That was.
Oh, I'm thinking of The Departed as a.
Okay, now that's
not.
that. I like The Departed. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Now here's somebody
not
that
the town. I'm thinking of The
Somebody
Departed.
wants to know about Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. I'm not a Tarantino guy, but I did like Reservoir Dogs. Liked it a lot.
Okay.
Casino over Scarface all day, every day. Brian De Palma did a great job with Scarface. I'd have Scarface in my top 10.
I like
Not
Casino
really,
better than Scarface.
Not really a mob movie.
I like Scarface, but I like Casino better.
Scarface isn't a mob movie.
Right.
I love Scarface. Pacino was great. Brian De Palma was great. It was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
But it.
Is that before or after De Palma made Blowout? You ever seen Blowout?
I think that was his first one.
The movie with Travolta where he's
Yes.
got the sound. And that is a very weird movie. In a good way.
I struggle with Robert Loggia as a drug kingpin in Scarface.
Yeah, because then like 8 years later, he's on that big piano with Tom Hanks in the toy store.
Exactly.
Right?
I struggle with Robert Loggia.
Playing chopsticks.
Going to the club, the guy's dancing around in the pig mask, and then the Uzis come out and people get shot. I struggle with that.
Yeah.
Now, here's somebody says Bronx Tale. Oh, have you seen Bronx Tale?
I haven't,
De Niro,
no.
Chaz Palminteri, really good movie. Really.
Well, isn't that like Chaz Palminteri's life or something
Yes.
like that? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Great
I knew it
movie.
was something
Great
like that. Yeah. They've done a stage version of that too that I haven't seen yet. Either.
Really. Oh, now here you go. You ever see Black Mass? The Whitey Bulger movie?
I haven't seen that.
Depp
no.
is really good in that movie as Whitey Bulger.
Right. There's no Tarantino movies on here. Like I feel like Tarantino would be on an overrated. At least one would be overrated.
Pulp Fiction.
I would put Pulp Fiction on like the most overrated movie, like top 5.
You'd put him in there. There you go.
Yeah,
that surprises me.
I didn't watch it in the beginning when it came out. I missed it somehow. I was in college, out having fun or whatever, and somehow I came back around to it, and it was fine, but it didn't live up to the hype. If you're asking me what's the most overhyped movie from like my little circle, it's Tombstone. Tombstone sucked.
Oh,
it sucked. It really did. It sucked. I didn't buy Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday.
I don't like.
And if I don't buy some of the main characters, it's like Robert Loggia.
The most overrated movie I can think of right now is I never cared for Remember the Titans. I never liked watching it, and everybody around me loved it. They were like, "This is so great." I could see the first time I saw it, I could see everything coming. It was just so boring. To me. It was so boring.
It's a paint by numbers movie.
It was a paint by numbers. Yeah, it was very boring, and nothing surprised me. I bet that guy gets hurt in a car wreck. Son of a gun, he did get hurt in a car wreck. I bet they win the game.
That one's very formula. I can tell you 2 games Herman Boone didn't win.
I bet they're going to hate the coach. Oh, they hate the new coach. I bet they're going to start liking him. Oh, they started liking him. It was too formulaic and boring to me. I'm sorry.
Cement Head has texted in. He says his most overrated movie is Avatar.
Never saw that.
It's fine.
It's too long. I'm drawing a line.
You also don't.
If I have to make 2 bathroom breaks in a movie, I'm not going.
But you don't like You don't like James Cameron.
I think he sucks.
Okay,
yes, that's also
okay.
true.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it's not one that you're going to go back and watch twice.
I think whenever I was in middle school and high school, people really liked White Chicks. Have you ever seen that movie?
God.
That's the
Yes,
most
it's terrible.
unfunny movie I've ever seen in my life. That's
bad.
the first one that comes to mind.
Now,
when I
here's
think
somebody
overrated.
that says, next you're going to say Little Giants is overrated. Little Giants is underrated. Little Giants is a great movie.
But I like that Little Giants is
still cool.
It's still ours.
It's still ours, yeah.
It hasn't blown up and become this cult classic where all these people who don't really know it are claiming it. It's still our little movie that could.
Right. It's not everybody knows about it yet.
It's a little movie that could. That's what it is.
Here's
Four Christmases. Oh, a future holiday classic.
Speaking
at some
of which,
point.
we are within a month and a half of Four Christmases season. Very excited about this. Eric in Greenwood says,
Capable of the Virgin Mary.
Eric in Greenwood says Tombstone is a great movie. Eric, you don't know what a Western is. Fort Smith guy says Titanic is overrated.
Okay.
Titanic, the boat sinks. Everybody knows how it ends.
And the greatest Western of all time is The Searchers. John Wayne. That is a awesome movie.
The greatest Western is Blazing Saddles.
Okay, that's a spoof on a Western.
Is it a Western? Were there horses?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Does any other movie have the Waco Kid? No.
No, it does not.
Okay.
No.
There we go.
That's right. No. No, here's a vote for heavyweights, underrated. Underrated. I love that movie. That is Ben Stiller playing this aerobics guru trying to sell a bunch of these weight loss tapes by turning a bunch of fat kids into skinny kids. Percocise with Tony. And what it is, it's an early version of Derek Zoolander. It's the same thing. It's just an earlier version of it. I like that movie.
Here's a text. Star Wars is the most overrated movie. Sir, stall 47, Sonic, 1 hour. I will be there.
Bring your brass knuckles.
You better. Here's Quentin telling me to eat poo and live with your take on Tombstone. It sucked. It's
you don't like it.
A, it's historically inaccurate.
Okay.
B, like if you're going to memorialize or put that movie out on the Tombstone, what is it, the OK Corral? Do it right.
I would also listen to The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance as the best Western of all time. Jimmy
I'm
Stewart.
not really a big Western guy.
Me either, but those two are like, even though I don't like Westerns, I like those movies.
My favorite, somebody just asked what's my favorite Western. It's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Redford and Newman. Yeah. Has been since I was 15, 16 years old. I love that movie.
Yeah. Okay. The drive home here is powered by Mr. Spark.
We're getting a lot of hate right now for the Tombstone sucked. I'm sorry.
He's not going to apologize.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to apologize for this. You're wrong.
Tomorrow is a great day at Twin Peaks. Well, every day is a great day at Twin Peaks, but especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is National Cheeseburger Day.
Hey!
What better way to celebrate than the seasoned, smashed, and seared-to-order cheeseburger topped with your choice of cheese? Pair it up with a 22-ounce Coors or Miller Lite for just $12 all day. Grab a cheeseburger and tea or soda bundled together for just $10 all day. And they do have great burgers there at Twin Peaks. That is a fantastic burger that they have at Twin Peaks in Rogers. So remember that tomorrow for National Cheeseburger Day. Don't forget about the great happy hour deals that they have. Of course, late nights at Twin Peaks. The 29-degree draft beer, that Scratch Kitchen with all your favorites. And, of course, the scenic views. It's all at Twin Peaks in Rogers. Make them a part of your day tomorrow on a National Cheeseburger Day. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News live, local, late-breaking update. In your commitment coverage, it's National Voter Registration Day. We'll show you the efforts to get people signed up and tell you which counties have finalized their ballots. Meanwhile, in Michigan, former President Trump is holding a live town hall event in Flint with Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders serving as the moderator. Also tonight, there's a rare celestial event happening in the sky. The partial lunar eclipse coincides with both a full moon and supermoon. NASA says the eclipse will peak at 9:44 p.m. Also of interest, the Mid-Autumn Moonfest is happening. Our Valerie Zhang spoke with families celebrating and explains the significance of mooncake. Weather-wise, another cloudy day with peaks of sunshine. Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee says we'll warm up even more tomorrow. Find out if any rain is in the forecast as Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue kicks off tomorrow in Rogers. And in sports, we're one day closer to the Hogs' SEC opener Saturday at Auburn, an early showdown that could significantly shape each team's conference slate. I'm Brandon Evans. Tune in tonight.
Did you know that almost 80% of all advertising is spent on digital? This is Dale Daniels, Digital Sales Manager for ESPN Arkansas. And due to the growth in digital advertising, we have the opportunity for the right person to join our team. Digital and radio advertising go hand in hand, and we're looking for someone to help businesses grow with this powerful combination. If you have experience in broadcast and digital marketing or business development, we want to hear from you. Email your resume to sales@hitthatline.com. Pearson Broadcasting is an equal opportunity employer.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza outside of the Windy City, you need to head to Cassano's. Every pizza is made from scratch with the freshest ingredients and served the way you want it. And while you enjoy that perfect slice, catch all the games. Cassano's is your premier sports bar with lots of TVs showing all your favorite teams. Your place for the best pizza, coldest drinks, friendliest service, local events, and entertainment. It's Cassano's Chicago-style pizza.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Ready to reclaim that youthful edge? At Voxy in Rogers, we're experts in helping men achieve a naturally refreshed look with our Botox treatments. Our experienced team understands what men need to maintain a fresh appearance without the hassle. Get started today with $50 off your first treatment using code VOXY50. Visit VoxyNWA.com and discover how easy it is to look your best. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home, quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Derek Wardlow in Rogers or Carrie Earwood in Rogers.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Onward here on ESPN Arkansas. And they hit that Line Now app. You know, oh, never mind.
No.
We will continue here very soon. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I let someone cheat on me.
Okay, there it is. Busy day around here.
Is it?
Busy day around here.
Okay.
It was not a great day for let's put the NIL toothpaste back in the tube crowd today.
No, that was tough.
Not a good day for them.
No.
In Tennessee, they have announced that next year they're adding a 10% fee to tickets to go fund paying the players with revenue sharing coming. And in Georgia today, the governor signed an executive order that makes it perfectly fine to pay the players, and the NCAA is forbidden from doing anything about it, according to Georgia state law. So here we are, and well, you know what the problem is? They keep finding these darn loopholes. That's what the problem is.
That's why you have lawyers.
That's
to find
the problem.
loopholes.
You keep finding these loopholes. We're our own worst enemy. That's what Hunter Yurachek said yesterday. That part is true because they had plenty of time to address this and did nothing and just lined a bunch of people got rich and none of the players did, and they just thought that's the way it was always going to be, and then it wasn't. So that's what happened today there. Tennessee can get away with this fee thing. We all know why, because they're good. If Tennessee was 6-6, people would be raising holy hell about this today. But they're good, and they got the they put 900 points up against Kent State over the weekend, and they're onside kicking up 30. So people are happy. So this is the perfect time to go, hey, by the way, it's going to cost you a little bit more next year, but I can tell you where the money's going. And that is one of the problems that Arkansas has had, is they've never been able to connect with the crowd about where the money goes and why you need to give it. They've never really been able to cross that bridge with the people. So that's what's going on there today. I also want to bring up something we talked about yesterday. Like, okay, so you're out there on the trail recruiting whatever sport it is, and your AD is this like anti-NIL. Like, how does that help your coaches on the road? You know what I mean? Like, how does that totally undercuts them? How do they defend that? Sometimes I'll say something here, and I'll get a note. It's like, hey, listen, I can't defend that. You can't talk about, okay, I understand. I can't go to bat for you on that. Well, they can't. You've totally thrown all your coaches under the bus trying to recruit the best players possible when you're like, well, if I go to that school, I'm not going to make any money. And that's the name of the game now. So anyway, that's something that's come up a lot today. They have roughly $170 million in revenue over there, and they would like you to give a little bit more, please.
They need 171.
The group that paid Sam Pittman $6 million, even though that is probably market value. I would say that's probably market value. And the reason Arkansas has a crummy NIL law is because of the University of Arkansas. They were instrumental in crafting it. That's why it's not very good, because they would rather play the victim and look at life through the rearview mirror than look at life through the windshield and try and be forward-thinking and come up with these solutions and find their own loopholes rather than all this other stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on there with all that stuff today, and we've got a lot of people react to that, including we've heard from Forest City Joe for the second time in as many days.
And Sterling Day.
And Sterling.
It's been a day.
Yeah, it's been a lot of going on with that. So that's what that's one of the things you can address if you're just joining us for your commute through the miserable 5 p.m. traffic, wherever you may be. If you got a thought on that, we'd love to hear from you.
So we just got a text. True fan Jessica has texted in. Are y'all live today, or am I having a fever dream? I think this answers the question. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been following this Calgorithm thing?
No, I don't know what that is.
All right. So it took me a minute to figure it out.
Okay.
I think I found a team that we can get behind. The University of California Golden Bears are in the ACC this year. They're 3-0. They just beat San Diego State last weekend. 2 weekends ago, they went down to the Plains and beat Auburn. Then put up a billboard in Charlotte and Atlanta congratulating themselves on beating Auburn. Now they've got FSU this weekend in a league game, by the way.
That's right.
At Doak Campbell.
At the Doak.
And they are putting out some of the best Twitter content I have ever seen in my life. And they have enlisted their media, their local media, to help them. So if you go search on X, Calgorithm, you will find all of these memes that they're putting out. But now there's, I'm probably going to mispronounce this young man's name, but he writes for Cal Daily. His name's Avinash Kunath. And he says that Florida State, the reason that things are going so poorly right now is after all of the events from the end of last season. They didn't make the playoff and so on and so forth. They've been in a 10-month peaceful protest against college football. They are literally dragging Florida State. The University of California, Berkeley, is dragging Florida State across the map. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It's not that peaceful. They are suing their own conference.
But that's a conference thing. They're fighting college. You know what? We're not playing. That's it. We're going to sign DJU, and we're not playing anymore. It is
what a radical idea. I'll show you what we're going to do. We're just going to stop trying. That's what we're going to do.
And then the Cal students start jumping in. The fight for justice never stops. It's beautiful. And they have enlisted literally their entire press corps. They're dragging FSU up and down the East Coast. Absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend Calgorithm. Calgorithm, just spelled common spelling. And it is terrific.
Yeah, they have changed the name of the stadium to Woke Campbell Stadium instead of Dope Campbell.
I know, it's beautiful. I mean, they have.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's a text on the 479. Cal's Twitter game is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from, but I think we can get behind Cal. Can we not?
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, there's a lot of people that would not agree with that.
I don't care.
They would not agree with that.
Look, humor's humor.
Stick to sports.
Yeah.
Keep your politics out of this. Stick to sports.
This is Florida State protesting college football. I didn't know that.
Now that is the personification of giving someone way too much credit. If you're giving Florida State credit for that, they are not smart enough to figure that out. I mean, they got a circus school on campus for crying out loud.
It's a clown. It's clown college.
Come on now.
I have been loving this all day long. This has been good, and we need this in college football. We need to laugh at each other, especially FSU.
Yeah,
there's nothing better than watching them just get dragged.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, again, all this guy has to do is eat 2 scoops, and it's over. They'll beat Cal by 20.
We have a texter here that claims that Hunter does not get along with a few of the board members, and he's ready to take the first boat out of here when a better gig comes calling. All right, maybe that's true. I don't know, but that's
What is that?
What? What is that?
I also heard that.
What was it? A kid?
It was
What was?
Scream.
Wait, scream?
I think it was next door.
We need to investigate this. We need to look into this.
No, I'm not going.
If you see something, say something.
I'm not going out there.
Okay. Well, we hear it again. What do we do here? What's a protocol here? Do we stop the show for this?
We're kind of trapped. So you're going to go first.
Put a record on.
Yeah, put a record on, DQ. We're out of here. Somebody's screaming something. I don't know. Anyway, that's where we.
I barely heard it, but you heard it.
I heard it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It's always something around here. Maybe that was our friend Bob over at the dentist.
It might have been
getting a root canal.
Yeah,
or something.
it may have been. Well, he stopped by here, I think, on a couple of occasions when he's been at the dentist.
Here's a text on our line here. Arkansas needs to see if Keith Carter could be convinced to come home to Arkansas. Keith Carter is the AD at Ole Miss, who is he may have been, I can't remember who I was watching. It was either him or one of the other ADs that was sitting there on the SEC network saying, yeah, this system sucks, but it's where we are. Here's how we're going to excel in this particular climate. The total opposite
of
the
Pine Bluff, right?
Or Little Rock.
Little Rock, somewhere down there. I mean, he's a Central Arkansas guy, right?
I'm looking into that. Believe you're correct. I don't know. Let's see here.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. But he played at Ole Miss. Like, that's his alma mater.
He
his
has more
alma mater.
ties to Oxford than he does here.
Yeah. That's right. A native of Perryville, Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not, now, is that like we treat Burrville? Is it Burville or is it Purville?
I think it's Perryville.
Okay, we're going to pronounce the Y. Because you know how it goes down there.
I know.
Sometimes, the T in Benton doesn't get pronounced. It's Benton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah. Let's see here. Let's go check on the phone calls here, shall we? 866-285-4005. Melvin is in Sheridan, Arkansas. Hi, Melvin.
Hey, guys, I've been thinking the same thing y'all have. It's awful funny that a school that's got you said $170 million has got to hand out to to the rest of Arkansas to buy the football team. Everything is paid for and given to them. What they do with that money? Just sit on it? We have to keep all the facilities up. The fans do, and everything. It's all money, 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 hand me money, hand me money, hand me money. What do they do with their money?
They go out in bonuses.
Well, I feel like it ought to be Jerry's kids instead of the Razorbacks now. All they do is call on the radio and on TV every day, send money. We got a children's telethon going on. I wish they would do something to up the high school football in Arkansas, where at least we would be paying for our kids to go represent the Razorbacks, not the rejects from everybody else, all the other states. And I don't mean to be reject 3-star. How about we say that? You cannot tell me the state of Arkansas does not have as many 3-stars as what they got up there on that football field this afternoon practice. And that's what I think we ought to work on, and I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Melvin. Good to hear from you. Yeah, there is a thought that, hey, do better outreach, within the borders of like people we might have heard of, and maybe people would be more inclined to help. That's I think Matt was talking about that earlier.
Well, settle
on the
down.
show.
They have no relationship with a lot of the high school football coaches in the state of Arkansas. That's a fact.
Yeah, and every time they talk about doing that, they never do it. They never follow through.
They never do it. And all you have to do is look at the recruiting and where the top players in the state are going. They have zero relationships with these guys.
Yeah, they're going up to Missouri where they never win anything. They never won any national titles up in Missouri.
The kids from Parkview. Top player at Parkview is going to Oklahoma. This shouldn't be happening, but it's where you are. And I've said this 100 times. When your coaches can't pick up the phone, call a coach and go, hey, I need to meet with your dude. That you got a problem.
I just get so frustrated with the isolationism there, the unearned arrogance, and the lack of a forward-thinking plan to do anything. It just bothers me that's the way it is right. It is there.
Sometimes your situation is your situation, and you don't have there may not be a way out. What's a forward thinking? Just give me an example. So give me a concrete example.
So on what did he say? July 1, 2021, about the NIL being a thing. On July 2nd, 2021, I'd have had the smartest people I know in a room going, all right, how can we play this to our advantage? Okay. I don't think we can ever outgun everybody. But what can we do? Talk to the people who've run the Rays, the Athletics, like any of these small market teams. How do you do it? How do you run this thing with limited resources? Instead, they just tried to complain and hope that someone else would help them fix it.
What they did was they waited, which was probably, I think in hindsight was a mistake. But they waited to see what other teams were going or what other schools were going to do, and that's how we went through this this tin horn of collective ideas. Everybody had the same sort of idea. They were trying a bunch of different things, pulling a bunch of different levers. I'm with you. I think from the beginning they should have been trying to poke holes in it and try to find loopholes. But I'll credit them for this. They wanted to play by the rules. All right. Did they know? It would be really difficult 5 years down the line to see that this thing was going to become what it is today. It was really difficult because all of a sudden the Supreme Court just said it's open season. Give them credit for trying to stay within the rules, but once you saw an Ole Miss go rogue or whomever go rogue, all right, if they can do it, we can do it, and you start to react to that. They've been behind since day one.
Yes,
I don't know. Look, they got to figure it out in basketball. Football's a whole different animal.
But in basketball, hire the Hall of Famer whose best friend is a billionaire from Springdale. That was the plan?
But that's figuring it out in 2024. Yeah, that's figuring it out for basketball. If it works and look, there's no guarantee they're going to win a national title. There's no guarantee they're going to make it to the Sweet 16. We think they are, but there's no guarantee to it. But yes, if that's what somebody made this point to me the other day. College football or college athletics today is a lot like Formula One racing is, which is you can be an average driver, but if you got a sponsor that brings money in, you're the dude. You are the dude. The most talented people may not get the job. It may be the guy that has the best financial backing. And Arkansas is sort of painting that or paving the way with John Calipari. Well, he's got his billionaire buddy, who's willing to bankroll everything for him.
Another thing I would do is I would explore the structure of the whole athletic department and the athletic department foundation relationship and look, does this still work, or is it time that we look at totally reinventing how all of this works for the new age of college athletics? I would look into that. That would be forward thinking.
Here's the text, and this text was 100% right out of the 479. Mistake was thinking that everyone would play by the stated rules. Hunter talked about this yesterday. College athletics in general has never been about the rules. It's been about finding ways around the rules.
But I would argue this is just the way sports is. I mean, every time they change drug testing in track, the people who cheat are trying to figure out another way around it. Like, this is just the way competitive people are. Is, all right, that's where the wall is. How can I find a way around the wall? That's just how competitive people are in general, in life. Okay, these are the tax rules. How can I get around them where I pay, $2 in taxes and bring in $20 million this year? This is how society works. Is people are always trying to figure out a way to game the system. Yeah. And nobody plays by the rules.
No.
And if you think everybody's going to play by the rules, you're going to be left behind.
In particular in college athletics, they definitely don't play by the rules.
Yes.
And it's because, you can trace it all the way back. NCAA has no enforcement powers. So it's now you're left up to a bunch of shady people, to be honest, and they're not doing it.
Right. When Calipari, 10, 15 years ago, when he was at Memphis and then at Kentucky, and the era was different and he didn't work here, everybody knew he was cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But what did they do about it? Did they go find a way to out-cheat the alleged cheater? No. They just sat and complained about it. That's all they did. I mean, that's all that they did. So that's, and now, of course, all that stuff is, fine and dandy to a point, I guess. And, that is a complaint I've had about the athletic department for a very long time. Is why are we such a stickler to the rules? Nobody else is. Why is it that every team in the Southwest Conference was on probation except one? Why? Why did we have to do it this way? I just never understood that. But whatever. That's a good point, though. We thought it. Well, let's all just shake hands and agree that we're not going to do anything crazy here. Sure, buddy.
Well, I can see all sides. I don't talk in the fight. I don't care. But the idea that anybody could have predicted what this was going to be a couple of years down the line. It is literally a free for all. It is. It's like the New York Stock Exchange. Just a bunch of people yelling with money in their hands. That's all it is.
It was easy to see what was going to happen. Is that you now have opened up a door that people can just start handing money to players. Of course, they were going to just start paying way over market value. What's amazing to me, I guess the thing I would be surprised about, Zach, is that it's lasted this long. Like, for 3 years now, people have been paying these giant sums of money for these teams, and, have any of them resulted in a championship?
No.
Not really.
No.
Did Michigan have a bunch of money invested in those players last year?
Like on July 2nd, like you said, when everybody convened, there were two schools of thinking. It was one, okay, the players can now go out and do car commercials or bank commercials, whatever. Okay, let's help them go do it, which is I think the route Arkansas went. Then there were schools like Mississippi who were like, give me the let's get our lawyers together, give me the document. We're gonna go and poke holes in it.
Yeah, let's go through this thing and what can we actually do?
And it may have taken schools like Arkansas that went that route a while to figure out what the hell Ole Miss was doing, or pick your school, whatever. It may have taken a while to figure out what was going on, because honestly, Ole Miss isn't going to go, well, here's what we did. They're going to keep it in house. So it may have taken them a little while to kind of catch up to what they were doing. But
right,
I remember the day it happened. We were sitting in here, and it's just like this is bad, and it hasn't gotten any better.
Right. See, it was, instead of looking at this as an opportunity to kind of reboot the lack of success in football in the SEC era since 1992. All they did was just kind of groan and complain about it and not look at this as an opportunity for a fresh thing. And that's not the way that they approached it there. Dufresne texting in. Ruscin, what do you always quote from Apollo 13? Oh, you mean what do we have on the spacecraft that's good? Is that what you mean?
No. See, work the problem.
Work the problem, people. Don't make it worse by guessing. Yeah, that's what Gene Kranz said in Apollo 13. But that's the kind of stuff that just bugs me. That like no one's like everyone's so interested over there in protecting what they have. They're not looking at like how do we make this better? And the way they think they can make it better is by doing the same old stuff. And well, the offensive guy didn't work. Go get a defensive coach. Well, the defense coach didn't work. Go get an offensive coach. Well, this coach is struggling. Let's go get new coordinators. Like it's just the same stuff over and over again. Repackaged.
You're throwing levers. I am trying to get something. And look, money doesn't necessarily buy wins. You can hire the wrong guy. You can hire the wrong players. You can pay the wrong players. Look at Texas A&M a couple of years ago. $30 million on a recruiting class that abandoned them 12 months later.
Yes.
So, you've got to have the right mix of people. Do they have the right mix of people up there? Yeah. In basketball? Yeah, probably. Yeah. We'll see how the season plays out.
Right, but you gotta be where your feet are, and your feet are in this era where people are paying all these ridiculous sums of money. So your strategy can be, well, how can we game the system now, or just wait until the bottom falls out and there's wreckage everywhere, and then try and play the system. I guess I don't know. I would try and figure out now. Okay, again, teams. Tampa Bay's been to at least one World Series. Right? Two.
09.
Yeah, with the Philadelphia Phillies. What is happening with payrolls in the SEC, we'll just keep it simple with these 16 teams, is very similar to the structure of Major League Baseball. You have people with a lot of money, you have people that don't have a lot of money. Yet, there have been times where the programs that don't have a lot of money have been successful. How did they do that?
Well,
that's
but that's also a different structure. You can't have players get up and leave in the middle of the season. You've got them under contract. You develop them. You keep them. But I get what you're saying. You've got to find talented players and pay them less.
You have to quit thinking about this like it's you go to class, you go play the games. That's not the world it is anymore. You have to think of it in a new way because it's all in a new way. And it is, we have this, and it's a shortfall, but how can we maximize this where we can get more out of it, a bigger return on the lack of funds. We're paying half as much as some of the other teams in the league, but you can still be good. That's the thing. At the end, you can still win. You just have to figure out a way to work the system. They haven't so far been willing or able to do that to this point, I guess. Anyway. All right, 866-285-4005 is how you can join us here. You can text us or call us or whatever you want to do. 866-285-4005. Here's a text from a guy in Kentucky. The whole NIL is sickening. It's ruining college sports. You know what's sickening? When these schools were making billions of dollars and the players didn't get squat. That was sickening. The system never worked. From 1984 to whatever, the system never worked. And they had a chance. They had many years to be like, hey, you know what? I don't really like this. These leagues are making all this money. These kids aren't getting anything out of it. What can we do about this? But no, they decided to kick the can down the road, keep having their big fancy caviar parties and champagne parties, and not do anything. And then it all blew up in their face, and now they're living with the consequences of that. Yeah, it's not sickening. It's just it's
frustrating.
What's sickening is the way that everyone in charge screwed this up for 30 years. Is what's sickening here. That's what it is. But the old system was not better. Let's be very clear about that. This isn't good, but the old way wasn't better either. That's how I feel about it. I never thought it was fair that you get an education. Well, so the school's getting $100 million and.
There was an imbalance, but it wasn't just an education. You got your stipend, you get your food. They walk out of college debt free if they use. They did. If they use the system correctly, they walked out of college with a degree in their hand and debt free. Which DQ, you tell me, most kids in school now.
That's a very big deal.
It's a huge. You're talking $250,000.
It's a very big deal, but debt free covers. I don't know what it is now. $100,000 or something for 4 years. 100 and something grand. Something like that.
But as an athlete,
it's not equitable to the $100 million.
No. There was an inequity there, but you throw in the healthcare, the food, all of that stuff. There's a price on that, and it's probably north of $500,000 a year for a student athlete. So yes, there's an inequity there. Yes, there should have been some sort of revenue sharing. But look, you can't put the toothpaste back in now. There's simply no way you can do this unless they become employees, which the school doesn't want.
Right, but that's the only way to get any kind of structure back.
Sure, it's the only way to do it.
Right.
But nobody wants to be the first one to do it.
Because you can enforce non-competes and you can fire people and all that stuff. All right, we're going to break here and have much more here on ESPN Arkansas. Hopefully some fun stuff here as we move along. Although this is very fascinating, I also think it's all that fun. But anyway, here we are. 866-285-4005. Wood Power Sports, if you're looking for your next side-by-side motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. They have convenient locations in Harrison, Springdale, and in Fayetteville. Bunch of brands to choose from like Can-Am, Polaris, Kawasaki, and many, many more. Great service and parts capabilities. They even offer deliveries. Go to woodpowersports.com and find out more about it. They want to earn your business at Wood Power Sports. A solid name you can trust. Solid.
The experts never miss. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas. And streaming on hitthatline.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing kit, because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Thomas Rhett, Better in Boots Tour 2025. What's the money? June 5th, Walmart Amp in Northwest Arkansas. International country music superstar Thomas Rhett. Don't miss the tour of the summer. With Tucker Wetmore. I'm gonna wind up missing you. And the Castellos. On sale Friday at 10 a.m. at amptickets.com. Thomas Rhett's new album, About a Woman, out now.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Join me this Saturday at Twin Peaks and Rogers for the ESPN Arkansas Watch Party as the Hogs take on Auburn. Kickoff is at 2:30. Twin Peaks is your football headquarters, so bring your tailgate to Twin Peaks where the 29-degree draft beer is flowing. The kitchen is bursting with made-from-scratch fan favorites, and the games are blasting from every angle. Come join us this Saturday at 2:30 for the ESPN Arkansas Hogs Watch Party at Twin Peaks and Rogers, your ultimate sports lodge.
How do I drive more traffic to my website? How do I increase my Google rankings? If these are just a few of the questions you have for your business, then we should talk. In addition to sports radio marketing, ESPN Arkansas can help your business be found online. From website design to geo-targeted campaigns, search engine marketing, social media management, streaming video campaigns, and much more. ESPN Arkansas is your digital marketing partner. Go to espnarkansasdigital.com for your free digital marketing audit, or email us at sales@hitthatline.com to schedule an appointment.
You'll be the most valuable player at your tailgate when you cook with upper choice and prime meat from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Score big with Richard's Tailgate and Smoker Bundles and ready-to-cook chicken wings, shop-made sausages, gourmet burgers, jalapeno poppers, and loaded bratwursts. No other meat market is in the same league when it comes to the selection, quality, and value you get from Richard's. Call ahead to place your order at 479-443-0000. Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive.
Does your job require you to be on your feet all day? Teachers, postal carriers, salespeople, and restaurant staff. Many of us need our feet to get us through the day. Hi, this is Mike with the Good Feet Store, and I'd like you to hear from Donna. She's a nurse and a real customer of the Good Feet Store who wanted to share her story.
Oh, I have to tell you, I have struggled with pain in my feet. I was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis. With the 3-step program, it really fits to your lifestyle. I work in a hospital. I'm a registered nurse, so being on my feet, walking throughout the hospital during the day, I am free from any type of pain. And after working a 12-hour shift, I go home and my feet do not hurt.
Whether you're a nurse or anyone wanting to enjoy work without your feet getting in the way, come see us at the Good Feet Store, across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville, and in Rogers, we're on Pauline Parkway 140. Good Feet Arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Book an appointment for your free fitting at goodfeet.com or just stop in. Walk-ins are welcome.
Ready to reclaim that youthful edge? At Voxy in Rogers, we're experts in helping men achieve a naturally refreshed look with our Botox treatments. Our experienced team understands what men need to maintain a fresh appearance without the hassle. Get started today with $50 off your first treatment using code VOXY50. Visit VoxyNWA.com and discover how easy it is to look your best. That's Voxy as in V for victory, OXYNWA.com.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
Hello, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RB Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Well, out there this evening, we should start to see those clouds clear out and mostly clear skies later on tonight. Lows dropping in the mid-60s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, kind of like today, we warm up a little bit more. Highs in the mid-80s, very humid, partly cloudy skies. And then on Thursday, even hotter. High temperatures in the low 90s by that point with mostly sunny skies. And then low to mid 90s by Friday as that summer heat briefly returns. That's your Get Ready Weather only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we have returned.
We got a situation going on.
Oh, we have a situation?
Yeah, Ryan in Prairie Grove,
brewing.
He's hiding from his wife in his garage. He would like to talk about skunks and other things before he has to go into the house.
A situationship?
I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but he would like us to maybe not talk sports and, prep him for his imminent doom.
You just got to go in there and be nice.
Sometimes you just got to face the music. You got to smile and just take it, whatever you did wrong.
Right.
All right, DQ.
Yeah, DQ.
Come on
Your
now,
poll.
DQ.
If you're eating by yourself at a restaurant, do you get better or worse service? 36% of people said they get better. 47% said it's about the same, but 16% said they get worse service. Are cookbooks still useful? 32% of people think no, cookbooks are not useful, but 67% of people said yes. And without looking it up, can you name all 5 members of the Jackson 5?
Oh.
92. This is steadily going up. 92% of people said no. And those are your polls. Go touch grass.
Of course, Tito died either Sunday or early Monday. So we're down 2 members of the Jackson 5 now, Michael and Tito.
Right.
And everybody else is still around, including Janet. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Oh, okay. The voicemail that he sent about the hardwood floors is what got him in trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now it makes sense.
Let this be a lesson to you voicemailers. Be very careful about that, or use a fake name,
or use a different, not your wife's voicemail or email. Yeah, that's another. You know what, Ryan? This is on you.
Ryan, you screwed this up from the jump.
Yeah, you go face the
I'm
music.
sorry.
Man. We're not here to help you.
You're like Hunter Yurachek with NIL. You've screwed this up from the start.
You have taken this Idiots of the Merry Band thing to the limit.
You used her email to email us, griping about her having you clean the floors before they were tearing up the floors the next day.
You're going to have a joint Facebook account before tonight's over.
That's right.
You know what that means? No fun of any kind.
What's her name? Sarah?
Yep.
I'm Team Sarah on this. I'm sorry.
I'm sending Sarah an email right now.
I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm
don't
sorry.
Let him off the hook.
Yeah, you messed up.
You
got to face the music here,
done
Ryan.
Messed up.
Right. You know what they can never do? When you say, you know what? That's my bad. I messed it up. You give them nowhere to go.
Oh, no. That's not how it works in a marriage. That they give you the okay, and then they store that away. And 6 years later, DQ, it comes up, doesn't it? Your weekend, last weekend, will come up again. I'm absolutely certain.
That is
bank. Yes, it is.
No, it won't.
Yes.
Bank.
You can hit him with, do you remember that time you left me to go to the UAB game? Mm-hmm. And he has nowhere. Yes. That's what's going to happen.
Well, there's all this stuff going on, and then you go to football games without me, and I just...
Oh, yeah. It's like a drive-by. You just throw it in there.
Slide it in there.
Yep.
Ryan's wife's mom is single. Zach?
Oh, hey, Ryan. How you doing?
Here we go.
right.
Quest to... the texters are not giving up on the quest to get you engaged by the end of 2024.
It's not going to happen.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
Abner's right. We need to have Mrs. Ryan and Ryan call in, and we can mediate.
Yeah,
that'll kill a segment or two
or
six.
Many.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Keith in Bentonville's chimed in. Can confirm. Have had lots of marriages.
Define lots. Define lots.
Yes. Hackers pointed out. In addition to joint Facebook accounts, you know a marriage is in shambles or a relationship when they drop the fall photo shoot.
Well, that's not true. That's not true.
Well,
it's the fair photo shoot. That's when you know.
It's a little close to home for you, doesn't it?
And we have a photo shoot every season.
Whoa, wait a minute. Brian's mother-in-law is living on alimony.
That means you don't have to pay for anything.
I got to go. I'll be back. Huh.
Wow.
Now we're talking, Ryan.
So wait, this would cost Zach $0?
This would cost Zach $0. Zero. My favorite number.
Now you have his attention.
Yes. Ryan, I am at your service. Huh.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. Abner with some sage wisdom. One marriage. A lot of marriages.
Well, that's not. If you pick the right person, it's a pleasure. It's a good time.
I need you to blink if you're in trouble.
I'm great.
Are you under some sort of?
I got a new nephew today.
Yes, you
doing
did.
Great. Doing great.
Okay. Second attorney, my attorney of record has texted. You don't marry her either, so she doesn't lose the alimony. Win-win.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
smart
it.
move.
There you go.
Smart move. Smart.
That's right.
Smart.
Now you're thinking three-dimensionally. See, this is the kind of forward thinking we need in the athletic department right here.
Yeah. What they need to do, hear me out. I know they got a big boardroom up there, but they need to get the three of us in a room, throw down some Colombian Bam Bam, and just let us go and come up with some ideas.
I know.
Can you imagine what 8 hours later we would come
a marker
up with?
board and a cork board with a bunch of red yarn rolling back and forth and all that stuff?
Right.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great. Like Charlie Day in that in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
You know that scene? Yeah.
Yes.
That popular GIF that's gone around.
DQ, is there a cash prize if I do get engaged before the end? No, for me.
Why would there be a cash prize for you?
I was just asking.
I'm the one who said it.
But if I do, is there some sort of cash prize in it for me?
No.
Oh well, then I'm. Yeah.
See, you could play Billy Bean, and I'll be Peter, whatever that guy's name is.
Peter Brand.
Peter Brand,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just be like, you want me to talk now? That's what we could do. And then if something bad happens, you could throw a chair out in the hallway dramatically. You know,
this is awkward. Ryan, this has come full circle. His mother-in-law can't get married because the money will stop. He works for the check writer.
Oh, the tangled web we weave. The tangled web we
Well, I
weave.
love a good bit of drama, so I am willing to jump right in there.
Like sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives.
DQ, if you suddenly come up with a cash prize, should I get engaged, I would be willing to split it with you, but there will be no rhythmic ceremony. I can promise you that.
Oh, you're not doing that?
No, but we'll split the money. That's fine.
Go to the drive-thru and get it done that way?
Hey, we need to hurry this up. I got to go pick up my $1 million lottery check.
That's right. Can't be
I won't
bothered.
here tomorrow.
18 minutes until 6 o'clock.
Speaking truth every afternoon. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 99.5 and hitthatline.com.
Robert and Victoria wanted to sell their property in Bella Vista. They turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group. From the moment they met with the Limbird team, Robert and Victoria knew they were in good hands. The team listened carefully to their needs and goals, and they developed a plan to sell the land quickly and efficiently. Over the next few weeks, Limbird Real Estate Group worked tirelessly to market the property and generate interest from potential buyers. They leveraged their extensive network of contacts and used innovative marketing strategies to get the word out about the land. Before they knew it, Robert and Victoria had multiple offers on the table. The team at Limbird helped them evaluate each offer and ultimately chose the one that was best for them. Robert and Victoria were not only satisfied with the results, but also impressed with how Limbird handled the entire process. They've been through the real estate process before, but this was by far the smoothest and most efficient experience they've ever had. Find out more about it at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Did you know you can now use your own body's healing properties to revitalize your achy joints and get real lasting pain relief? Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. I'm talking about advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Hey, if you're tired of arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, everybody's talking about regenerative medicine, and the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are experts in these amazing treatments. You can enhance your joints, improve mobility, and get back to doing the stuff you love. Do it without pain, no drugs, or surgery, or even downtime. Under the leadership of Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients, and the consultation, it's totally free. So call now and take action to get lasting joint pain relief with help from QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas. 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
Work now, pay later with sizzling savings at WT Equipment. No money down, no interest, and no payments until 2025 on select New Holland equipment. Choose 0 for 60 or up to 10,000 cash back plus free net wrap on roll belt round balers. 0 for 72 or up to 10,000 cash back on mid-range tractors. Or 0 for 72 plus an additional 2,000 cash back on a new compact. Work smarter with no money down, no interest, and no payments on your choice of the summer's hottest deals. At WT Equipment, your partner in progress.
Pay attention. This happens fast. You need money. You get a job. Turns out that job doesn't pay near enough for the nonsense it puts you through every day. You want to move fast, but the clock moves slow. You're smart, though. You know machines. You want to work at a place as fast as you. You call Medley Equipment Company. They need a technician, and they'll teach you everything you need to know to be the best, with pay raises all along. Because Medley keeps you moving.
I'm Branch Manager Bo Tommy. Visit medley.com or come see us at 2150 Ford Avenue, Springdale, Arkansas.
At Stith Plumbing and HVAC, Zach has worn his pencil to a nub.
24,691 unique problems solved.
Huh?
Homeowners who have called Stith Plumbing and HVAC since Grandpa Stith started the company.
You totaled them?
That's a lot of broken pipes.
Clogged drains.
Water heaters.
Dishwasher hookups.
Thank you for calling Stith. All 24,691 of you.
Call 751-9691, 751-9691, or online at stithplumbingandhvac.com. Next time you'll hear Brett say,
Oops, forgot one. 24,692.
On the next episode of The Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
Yeah, this is it. This is what you deserve right here.
Yeah.
Get what you pay for. All right. Almost 12 minutes until 6 o'clock here. Coming at you over ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005. There we are. DQ, what did you learn today on this program?
I learned that George Michael went through 8 saxophonists when writing and releasing Careless Whisper.
And it was the 8th guy.
Yeah.
That
1 through
always the
7
8th guy.
gonna get the job done.
Sucked. Yeah, pretty bad.
I learned today the word dude was first used in the 1800s as an insult towards young men who were too concerned with keeping up with the latest fashion trends. We'll not be using the word dude anymore.
Dude. Hi there, dude. All right. What did I learn? We're familiar with the Patriot Act, remember, after 9/11?
Yep.
It actually stands for something. Did you know this? It's an acronym.
It's an acronym? No,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's not a roll off the tongue acronym. It stands for Uniting and Strengthening America by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism. Act. The Patriot Act. The USA.
I don't want
Patriot Act.
to quote Hedley Lamar, but too wordy. Too wordy. Too many words.
Right.
Hedley Lamar is from Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. That's right. Yes. Very good.
No?
No. Oh, do you know, this is a fun internet video anniversary. Today in 2007, the Don't Tase Me Bro guy at Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Meyer was tased by campus police and removed from a town hall while pressing John Kerry
tase me, bro.
about Bush's foreign policy. The Don't Tase Me Bro video is 17 years old today.
That doesn't make me feel great.
No, it's not
but,
great.
it is what it is.
Not what we're looking for. Yeah. We've got another vehicle recall people might be interested in. Volkswagen is recalling nearly 100,000 electric SUVs because the doors could fly open while driving.
That's a problem.
It's the Boeing of the road, folks. No, I'm kidding. They of course Boeing made headlines because the doors were falling off. Now Volkswagen is recalling nearly 100,000 electric SUVs because the doors could fly open unexpectedly while driving. The cars aren't missing bolts. They're basically just got some problems with the door handles. The handles may allow water to get into the circuit board, which could cause them to malfunction. You should take your car to the dealership to be fixed if you have one of the ID4 electric crossovers, 21 to 24.
DQ, that would be a good car for you, the electric crossover.
If you get one where the doors are open, and you could probably get one pretty cheap.
I'm thinking you might be able to get one under MSRP.
Right.
You probably get a good plan on that. I mean, you have to get full insurance, but yeah. I think
not liability only?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
And you can't speak.
Okay.
But I just want to gauge your reaction here because this is the funniest thing I've seen today. This was the pitch meeting.
That's very good.
I know. Oh my God.
I'm not allowed to speak.
No,
That's,
don't speak. That's
it's very good.
World events are funny.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. All right, can we go home now?
Yeah, that's about
that-
all.
can-
I'm
can-
out of bullets. Anybody got anything good?
I got nothing left.
Anybody got anything bad? We'll
No?
take it all right now.
Yeah, let's just empty out the bucket here. Let's DQ. They go okay. You were here early today, weren't you?
No.
Oh,
I was
late.
here. No.
Well, this is
You here on time?
Start.
I was here right on time.
I know I was here early. I was here really early today. Really early today. All right, forget it.
I recommend Your Honor on Netflix with Bryan
Okay.
Cranston. Very good program I'm watching here. I also like Hacks with Gene Smart on on Max. We're not calling it HBO Max anymore.
How about okay.
Won some Emmys the other night.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Anything?
No, that's it. Just I'm getting some information on Hedy Lamarr.
Yeah, she invented Wi-Fi.
Yeah, she also apparently starred in the first Topless movie.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
That is a full circle career.
I was not aware of that.
She was in, she had a company that invented Wi-Fi, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She was a scientist.
Yep.
Was she? Okay. That's Headley.
Right. Yes.
It's Blazing Saddle. See, his name's Headley Lamar, and everybody in the movie calls him Hedy Lamar. And then
I get the joke.
That's
it's 1874. We can sue her.
That's right. Yes.
That's also Blazing Saddle.
Also, abbreviated hockey corner.
Oh.
Today is Alex Ovechkin's 39th birthday.
OV.
Yeah. Who went on one of the great benders of all time after they won the cup in 2018.
You know what?
I mean, that
Good for
guy
him.
lived his life.
Good for him.
Moly. He was out there.
That was Manziel-esque.
On the loose.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
You go, Glen Coco. All right.
That's Mean
Mean
Girls.
Girls. He got it.
Ooh, that's a jump ball. That was a jump ball right there. That was a jump
That's
ball.
not even a jump
I was
ball.
letting her
Jump
get
ball.
that one.
It was a jump ball.
I set
No,
it up
you
on the
can't
tee.
because then you're out tomorrow.
Oh, shucks.
That's a jump ball.
Darn it. What will I do? Oh, boy. Well, that's going to be all that we're going to do right now. And we will continue with more